Hello everybody, welcome back to another Animal Crossing live stream. I'm Dan, this is Crossing Minute, and I'm going to chase a balloon now because I saw one right on the horizon there as we were waiting for the stream to start, and I was setting up. I want to see if I can still get it. Looks like I can get it if I... There we go. You can't let these get by. I mean, there's still time to collect more recipes for cherry blossom season. And there we go. I got the wall. I'm really glad I stopped to get this. I only have a few of these recipes. Oops, that's the camera. I wanted to show you. I have the wall now. And yeah, only a small handful of the recipes. I want the lantern. Really, everything will be complete if I get the lantern. I don't really need any of the other ones. But welcome to everybody. I see Pink Pop Liz is here, and Toadette, Nutella Kitty, Hazel, Gaming Catty Cat, Lydia, Ice Cream, Weird Guinea Pig, Briggs Bane, Mo Posts, Vanessa, Jancia. How's it going, everybody? Evan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice shot. Thanks. I miss more often than not, so I was impressed as well. You worked hard on the island last days to impress me once I do dreams again. Looking forward to it, yeah. So, hey, Unicorn and Macaroni. I'm not sure when we're going to be doing Dream Islands again because I've taken on a huge, huge project, and that's what we're going to start tonight. We are going to be doing a massive island renovation, and as you can see in the top right corner, I've already removed the campsite. If you remember, it was up there before. A lot of the furniture's gone. I didn't do a whole lot of work off camera other than removing the bridges and staircases and stuff in the area. So there's a lot for me to do. I need to edit the island so bad. Yeah. I gotta have inspiration, and right now I have some ideas, but they're not fully formed. So I definitely want to do some work here. Zila, I'm not sure I'm saying your name right, but welcome. You say you're new. Appreciate you being here. It's better than yours. Well, I'm about to destroy the whole thing, so don't worry. So I moved the campsite here on the beach and all the furniture along with it. Normally, when I do a renovation, I wouldn't work so hard on making things look nice. I would just kind of put it together and however it looks, you know, is whatever. But I don't have a lot of room left in my storage, so I had to do something. And I ended up decorating this area here with all the campsite stuff. So I'm pretty happy with it. I wouldn't be surprised if it stayed here even, you know, as the renovation was wrapping up. At least you're using your bells. Yes. What am I supposed to do? I have over 80 million bells. What am I supposed to do if not renovate the island? So that's the plan for now. All right. Just started your island over not that long ago and have a few popular villagers, so it's awesome. Nice. That's awesome. So here's a little bit of what I'm thinking. Now, I'm debating showing you guys the plans I was working on the website. I think it's called Happy Island Designer, and I may pull it up, but it's not really done even a little bit, so I'm not sure what I'd be showing you. I may pull it up for my own reference at some point, but we'll see. The plan, though, is to take the lake out today. We're going to get rid of it, and I'm going to basically connect the mountain on the left side of the island with the mountain on the right side of the island and create a whole tier on the northern half of the island, northern third, really. And it used to be like that. That's how it used to be, but I never did anything with the middle area, so I made it like a flower garden at one point before it was the lake. So I'm going to be kind of reconnecting it, I think, today. And then the plan is to basically take this... So where I'm standing right now is essentially the center of resident services, but behind the building. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the positioning yet, but there's going to be kind of a main road where I'm standing that's going to cut upwards through my house. So imagine this road just moves over to the left a little bit. It's going to cut upwards and pop onto this new mountain that we're going to kind of create. And my goal is to create a tiered neighborhood with maybe all or at least a handful of the houses on the island. That's kind of what we're aiming for. So in order to do that, I need to start taking things out. Now, if you want to see the island in its previous form, you may have noticed I did a tour a couple days ago. I posted a video tour, and that is going to remain on the channel forever and ever. So we can always remember the island, you know, as it was today, which is nice. Tina, how's it going? So that's going to be awesome. I'm glad I did that. And now I feel free to start taking things down and, you know, starting fresh. So I didn't do anything up here. There's some weeds growing up here. And, oh, you know what we need? Okay, we got to prep. I've done no prep here. Making a food court. Any tips on stall design? I'm using real logos in the stalls. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. If you're using like the real logos and stuff, I would just make sure that they look like the same colors and everything of the restaurants, not just the logos, but like McDonald's will be red and gold, for example. So you know what I mean? Taco Bell, Taco Bell leans into purple quite a bit. Yeah. Am I doing a core theme? I don't know. You know, the way I work, I'm gonna just kind of set up what I'll call an infrastructure, right? So I'm going to set up paths. I'm going to set up the mountains and stuff. And I can always decide later if I'm going to, like, dedicate a core theme to it. Because right now, the closest I could get is normcore. I kind of feel like I'll lean towards that in the end. But if I get really crazy, yeah, there may be an opportunity there to dedicate a whole core to it. Hey, Chuck, how's it going? All right. So, why don't I go ahead and jump up here and start basically pocketing trees. I like normcore. I do too. I like not having any restrictions. Like, so if I have an idea for something I want on the island, you know, oh, but I can't because it's like a tropical island and that wouldn't fit the theme. Like, I don't necessarily want to put those mental restrictions on myself. Then again, you know, you would make, let's say it's a cafe, which would go on really any theme, but just humor me for a minute. You would just make a tropical cafe. $5K now. Oh, yes. By the way, thank you guys for helping us hit 5,000 subscribers. It was awesome to see that happen this week. Appreciate you. Probably going to play Animal Crossing while we're watching this. You got Animal Crossing socks, Hot Topic. That's awesome. Merch. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start tearing it up. Thank you, Catty Cat. Appreciate that. Any ideas for island theme? Going for something like peaceful and calm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not thinking far enough ahead to say for me. For peaceful and calm, though, yeah, Tropicore, Cottagecore, all the classics. Thanks, everybody. Pockets are going to fill up very fast. What do we got? Dang it. They're so full. Got some 5K. Happy I helped? Yes, of course. All right. So we're going to go and grab everything up off this mountain. Now I'm just going to tear it down. And now there probably will be taller hills later on, but I just kind of want to start a little bit flat back here so I can imagine it and all that fun stuff. Let's go back down here. Think CJ and Flick are more than just roommates or no? I don't know. I want Nintendo to give us some more hints on that, because I know that's kind of like a theory out there. Okay, so the one thing that's occurring to me in real time right now is where on earth am I going to put all these trees that I can't put in storage? Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, Isaac, how's it going? You feel like your island's random core? Yeah, that's... Honestly, that's probably an even more accurate description of my own island. Okay, so for the furniture, I'm just going to put it in storage, and I'll do that as much as I can until my storage fills up. I've been trying to clean out the storage a little bit. I don't know how much luck I'm going to have, though. Put the trees in the trash can? What? I guess I could sell them. I have plenty of saplings, but it is nice when you're trying to edit your island. It's nice to have trees and bushes and stuff on hand, just so you can like try them out in certain spots. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Anyway, I still got more to collect. More productive in Animal Crossing than real life. Isn't that all of us, though? All right. Let's pick all this stuff up. I still have some room. I intend on putting a lot of this stuff back. Not where I found it, of course, but in just different parts of town. I got a lot of design ideas kind of after the fact, you know? Like, I had made the town in its current form, and then I got all these fun ideas and kind of had to cram them into existing space, which is one of the big reasons that I'm doing this. You want to send a drawing, but I don't have social media? I have started to put together some social media stuff. I don't really use it a whole lot, so I'm not advertising it, but you can find me on Instagram as Crossing Minute if you want to, but yeah, I'm not advertising it because I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it or not. But yeah, for now that would work if you want to. So I don't have a corral sectioned off here on the island. We're gonna need to sell these trees, I think. There's just the island's too full of stuff and things. What do you do? What do you even do? All right, let's see. Going to sell, I guess, the majority of the cedar trees. I'm going to keep a couple on me for measurement purposes. Same with the bushes. And I will put the furniture back home. What's this? Yeah. Blue Pixels, how's it going? What else? Yeah, we're going to put some stuff away. I'm trying to keep the amount of trips home to a minimum. What are we working on? The whole thing. The whole island, sort of. We're working on the north section of the island. I don't know if it's the entire north section. I'm not really limiting myself. Place that. What? It's already full? I just started tonight. Are you serious? Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. Okay, I got a lot of junk. This is gonna get messy, messy, messy. Because I don't want to sell this stuff. Crud. Okay. Just a small, easy renovation. Yeah, no big deal. Do I have Discord? Not at this time, no. Certainly on it with friends and stuff like that, but I don't have a server set up for us, and I don't have any intention of setting one up right now, but stay tuned. So we're just going to drop furniture all over the place, I think. I think that'll be the best way forward. And as for flowers, now flowers are pretty, you know, easy to corral somewhere. I think what we're going to do is put the flowers just up here in this tiny little spit of land. Giuliani, don't be sorry. Thanks for being here. I'm new, so I don't know many things. So yeah, we've been streaming on this channel for the past maybe a month or so now, and I've done some light island editing, and then we've done some dream streams where we visit dream islands and things like that. But this will be by far the largest project I've tackled here on the channel, because I'm basically going to end up redoing most, if not all, of the island. Guinea Pig, will see you later. It's all right. Catch you next time. Start later than expected? The stream didn't start later than expected. It started right when I scheduled it. Maybe even a minute early. I don't have a pole vault. That was my mistake, so... The Frog Liver video so much, they got me to 5 stars. Nice! I'm glad I could help. I didn't realize just how many more trees I had up here. Start with 5, even though there's more. Oops. I don't necessarily need to get rid of these trees here on the end, because I'm not really in the way. I need to be building mountains right now, not tearing them down, so they're actually fine where they are. Can I tell you the island code? Sure. It's actually in the description below, so feel free to grab that, and you can explore the island before I started tearing it up completely. Oh, and I did get all the trees over here. Fantastic. Okay. So, next up on the cleanup agenda is going to be the lake, sadly. But we got to clean it up. We got to get rid of a lot of the stuff around it so we can have the space to build up the mountains. Now, I'm going to leave the piratey kind of entrance area for now. And I'm leaving this because I know I'm going to want some kind of area that's flat, you know, so people can walk onto this beach. And there's no reason to get rid of this stuff. I think it might end up being part of the new build. Someone's birthday? Everyone's saying happy birthday to somebody. Well, happy birthday to whoever's birthday. Oh, Ocho. Cool. Cool. Well, happy birthday. I'm gonna get rid of this bench. And this guy. How many more items can I hold? Oh, quite a few. It was fun while it lasted, Lake. but you're out of here. Okay, oops. We're gonna need to drop more furniture. It's gonna be so uncomfortable around here for a while with all the furniture I'm gonna have to place all over the town. I don't want to sit and like organize my storage in front of you guys all night though. I want to get to terraforming. Macaroni, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Do I think I'll finish flattening the stream? Given the amount of work I want to do, yeah, I think I'll reach my goal of getting the mountain built up where I want it. And maybe even a little more. Oswaldo, how's it going? And Mushroom, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. We will need to get rid of the trees I'm standing next to right here, so let's eat some more pumpkins. Caught your first tarantula today. Congrats, that's awesome. Make sure to give it to Blathers. Read everything he has to scream about it. Thanks for joining us tonight, by the way, guys. I see we already have 27 likes on the stream, which is awesome. If you're enjoying yourselves, feel free to hit the like button. Question, doesn't it make you sad that the wood gets a muffled sound effect when you put a custom design on it? Oh, is that? Hold on, let me walk down here. I have a wider path. Oh, you're right. I thought it always sounded muffled. Huh. Well, it does now. But at least I can hear the balloons over it. Baseball shirt. You guys know my thoughts on baseball shirts, so not a fan of that. Here, let's... Did I scoop up all those trees? Let's see. Harris Gamer, how's it going? Let's see. Did I get... We got one over here, which I probably will want to remove at some point. And then didn't we have some on this side? We have the bamboo, which I might as well just start getting rid of as, you know, I'm not going to need it in the way. We got some random shrubs over here. I, of course, have a whole bunch of flowers I got to dig up. Rare flowers, too. Internal screaming when Blather sees a bug. More like external screaming. That guy cannot get a hold of himself. Do you think we're going to get a 1.9.0C update or a big 2.0 update for New Horizons? I mean, it could be both. Usually the smaller updates that just have a little letter designation are tiny little bug fixes and things like that. You could also do 1.9.1, 1.9.2, and so forth. You know what? I'm not going to get my hopes up for a big, update, 2.0 update. A lot of people are, and I have my own thoughts and predictions on what they might do. But I've decided to just, you know, hold all of my excitement back because, I don't know. I don't mean to be a naysayer or anything, but Nintendo's disappointed me before. There's a lot of things I think this game needs to bring it up to par with the content that was in Animal Crossing New Leaf. And that's what I want to see. I want to see them add more elements and more things to do. And we have a perfectly good roadmap in front of us with Animal Crossing New Leaf. So, I don't know. Do I think a 2.0 update's going to be big? I think it could potentially be big. But why not do a big update for the first year anniversary? That's when I would have added like the mini games or something that were in New Leaf. Mert, how's it going? I hope they have more villager interactions. Not being mean, but they can sometimes be a little flat. Yeah, the villagers are, well, I'll just say it gets a little boring to see them talk about the same things all the time. If you happen to have 2 villagers in your town that share a personality, which it's impossible not to, yeah, those villagers will often say the same things. And that, while the personality, well, there's never been a lot of personalities in Animal Crossing. It was never like this flat. That's a good way to put it. I thought I heard a balloon, so I'm like stopping what I'm doing here. You expect the anniversary to be much bigger content-wise? So anyway, yeah, I was hoping for a bigger to-do about the 1-year anniversary. They gave us a cake. And yeah, I think they'll do something. Obviously, they're not going to do an update with no content, so I think 2.0 will have something cool in it. But I don't know if it's going to have show-stopping, like, oh my gosh, finally we can craft multiple items at once. Some quality of life updates or things like that. I'm not holding out much hope for those. And that's what I want the most. I can do without all the other stuff. I'll even say something really controversial. I could do without Brewster if they're willing to give us the quality of life updates we've all been begging for since the game released. KBYT, how's it going? And Timothy, how's it going? You got your anniversary cake? Yeah. Yeah, got me my cake. I put it on display for a bit. It's cool. I mean, cool item. And that's how you're going to celebrate the first year of your second highest selling game? Right, Bandy. Yes, exactly. Those are my thoughts exactly. You found my hidden stick collection. I forgot these were up here. Shoot. I got to move them now. How many is this? Doesn't matter. Yeah, if Leaf could open up a shop, that would be cool. Even just a stand. Not even like a full store, I'd be happy. Anna, how's it going? Let me separate these real quick and start dropping them. Even if I remove the mountain up here, which I don't think I'm going to do, those will get hidden because I'm always going to have some kind of mountain back here. Peyton, welcome. Personal items are always so small, we can't really do much. Yeah. Well, I hope that this is a big year. I think it is going to be a big year for the game. I just don't know if it's going to happen all at once. Cyberic, how's it going? Agrabah. What theme? I haven't really chosen a theme yet. It may not even be any theme. We'll see, I guess. You agree that camping next to a club was a bad idea? Yeah, we got a lot of complaints from visitors, noise complaints and things like that. It was really my fault because I said the party never stops, and the residents took that seriously. Why do you have to spend so many miles just to get water and cliffscaping permits? Well, it sucks to do that at first, but once you get yourself 100,000 Nook miles because you run out of things to spend them on, you'll kind of wish you had more giant purchases to make. Yeah, I would like Kix to have his own store like he did in the last game. And Leaf, you know, Leaf had a store attached to the Nook's store, which was cool. In New Leaf, I mean, there's so many people who New Horizons is their very first Animal Crossing, which to me is mind-boggling. I've been playing since GameCube, and so I take it for granted all the time, but Nintendo's been kind of skating by. They're like, oh, we got to think of some new updates for New Horizons. What should we do? Let's just pull content from New Leaf. Like, oh, yeah, let's do that. And, you know, there's a large segment of people who are like, yeah, this is new content. This is great, you know? And I'm still like, when they added diving, I'm like, cool. Yeah, diving should be in the game. Thanks for adding that, Nintendo. Still happy to see these things come to the game, but I don't know. Would have been nice to see them there from the start. Because by now we could have gotten some really unique updates that are new to Animal Crossing as a franchise. And New Horizons was your first Animal Crossing game? Yeah. And Chuck says it was your first. So does Ice Cream. New Horizons was my first Animal Crossing. Looking back at what past games had, man, you guys had it good. Well, yes and no. I mean, here's the problem with New Leaf. I've been seeing this on Reddit a lot, too. Like, someone shared a screenshot of their New Leaf game recently. They're like, I don't have New Horizons, but I just wanted to share my house, blah, blah, blah. And a whole bunch of people in the comments were like, you know what? New Horizons is, like, still my favorite one. And I could agree with them, except for one glaring issue with New Horizons. Or New Leaf, sorry. It's really easy to get those confused. My biggest issue with New Horizons is that villagers could come and go as they please, just about. And when a new villager moved in, there was a very good chance they would crush something you were working on, whether it was a flower garden or some paths, something nice you had made. And we didn't have the customization tools we have in this game, but you could still do some island customization, obviously. And that, I'm not kidding, it ruined the game for me towards the end. Like, I still enjoyed it, but up until towards the end of my time playing it, what finally got me to stop was that I had made my town quote-unquote perfect. You know, I was really happy with the way it was. And a villager moved out who I had a path to their house and it looked all nice. I'm like, dang it. Someone moved in on top of one of my flower gardens. I had grown some rare flower. I don't remember what it was now. And they crushed all the flowers. And they plopped their house like halfway on the flowers and halfway on a path I had made, ruining the entire flow of my town. And I got so upset. I'm like, no, I'm done. You know, I hope the new Animal Crossing fixes this because this is unacceptable. And I stopped playing. That was it. I didn't log in anymore. And now I had put plenty of hours into the game, so I think I was kind of looking for an excuse to stop. But whenever someone's like, New Leaf was better than New Horizons, I stop and think, no, it was not. It certainly had more content, but no. Not when the game would destroy your hard work. And there's nothing you could do about it. I worked my heart and bone, just moved away from my New Leaf Island. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's a mess now, my island. I still have my 3DS. I could pop in and check on it. I'm not gonna do that. I hated that in New Leaf sometimes when you said to your villager, no, please don't move out, and they still left. I know. Yeah. I got frustrated because there were some villagers I really didn't want to have go, like Anka, for example. And every couple of weeks, that was the villager who always wanted to leave. And I kept saying, no, don't leave. No, don't leave. And all it took was me not logging in for an additional week longer than I would normally wait. Gone. I mean, that cat took, you know, the first bus out of there as soon as I turned my back long enough. I need that balloon. Tamar, we'll see you later. Trying to catch up with chat here. What is this? What do you suppose this is? Hip wrap shirt. What is a hip wrap shirt? Oh. Lorenzo, hello. Your island is like a basic fairy core island. That's cool. Villagers could up and leave at any time. I wouldn't be playing New Horizons much, to be honest. You know, even if these villagers would just randomly leave, at least the plot system works the way it's supposed to. You get to pick where the houses go, and that is the plot for the house until you decide to move it. And that was not the case in New Leaf. They would just make up a spot. And the game had really cool items that you could have Isabelle help you set up, like playground equipment and things like that. And so there were things you could customize, and obviously the houses wouldn't plant themselves in those spots because you put something there. But if you were working on breeding flowers or something, I mean, you were in trouble. How do you get the island designer? You gotta get 3 stars. So what I would do if you're looking to get a 3-star rating is a few things. Make sure there are no items laying around in your town, and I don't mean placed like furniture. I mean in leaf form. So if you have recipes or items dropped on the ground, that'll count against you. Like right now, my island rating is probably 3 or 4 stars because I have all this stuff just scattered like this. So make sure it doesn't look like this. Pick up all the weeds and all that. Make sure you have trees, but not too many, all that stuff. But the biggest thing the game looks for is furniture. So place down a lot of furniture. If you're in a hurry, you could just place down a bunch of nonsense furniture wherever you want. You know, it doesn't know the difference, but I like to take it slow. I like to decorate spots. And Darlin, how's it going? Plot system's pretty good in this game. Many of my flowers got destroyed from houses in New Leaf. Yep. I still need more flowers for 4 stars. If Butcher left my island after telling him not to, I'd be kind of devastated. What do you think of my island name, Unova? That sounds cool, Trash Panda. I like that name. The week before I got New Horizons, I started a New Leaf town, so I had the chance to experience it again. Let me say time traveling was much easier. Oops. Yeah, fences, flowers, furniture. Basically all that stuff. If you're looking to get a 3-star rating, yeah, just start working on your island. Are you excited for the Build-A-Bears? I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna go out to a Build-A-Bear at this time just because with everything going on. But once things are opened up a little more and I feel a little, you know, more confident, yeah, I might find myself a Build-A-Bear. I would definitely like to get my hands on something. I rushed out for the Sanrio cards because someone could drop them off to my car window. I don't know how Build-A-Bear's doing it right now, but I just don't think that's a great place to hang out at the moment, depending on where you live. So I'm not going to be going there yet, but I would like to. Ah, it's a Pokemon reference. I didn't play Pokemon Black or White. I missed out on that one. I'm doing a fishing tourney today instead of tomorrow, trying to get the 3 fish drying racks for your farm core. Oh, cool. Yeah, the fishing tourney's tomorrow, isn't it? I've not set aside any time to participate, but I want to. I want to see some new items as prizes for the both Bug Off and the fishing tourney. I don't know if we're ever going to get new items, but I already have them all. I have duplicates of some, and I would just like to see some more. That's the kind of stuff that's going to keep me playing. Nintendo adding more cool items that you can collect during these events. Something so satisfying about terraforming. Oh, I know. It's so nice. Very relaxing. What's the best Pokemon game? No judging. You're asking them to judge the best Pokemon game. You have to judge. TNXP will see in 30 minutes. You stop participating for prizes. Yeah. I got the gold trophy, and I'm like, all right, cool, because that was enough to get multiples of all the items. That was, from the fishing tournament and the Bug Off. And I'll be honest, I don't like the Bug Off items, even a little bit. I thought the fishing tournament items were amazing. I thought they were just so cool. The Bug Off items, I was very underwhelmed. I don't like the wallpaper. The only cool thing, like the toy bugs are kind of neat, and that little ant mound thing is cool. Oh yeah, and I guess we have the bug cage that you can change out of too. So there's a few things, but overall, I was very underwhelmed by the choices there. I thought I heard a balloon, but I can't find it. Harris, see you later. Alright, we're still taking out our lake here. Let's look at the map. Let's see how bad this looks. Yep. My poor lake. You like running over flowers and dreams? That's fun. I like the butterfly wand and the backpack. Yeah, I guess I haven't really taken any time to appreciate those. I just thought the fishing tournament items were more interesting. F for the lake, yep. The lake turned into the Smash logo. I didn't mean for that to happen, but yeah, it did a little bit, didn't it? Rest in one solid piece, lake. You finished your island last stream. Let's see if you can finish your beaches now. Good luck. My beaches are going to be holding areas for flowers. Oops. They're going to add me to Smash. Tell us getting some sleep soon. Sounds nice. Oops. We'll always have our memories of the lake. There's still the Dream Island. It hasn't been updated. I'm not going to be updating it until the renovations are complete, so. Agrabah, will see you later. Have a great night. I wish I would stop jumping over these little divots here and just continue to fill it in on one solid track. And there we go. Motivating you to work on your island? I'm glad I could help. Lakes are cool, but I personally want as much room for cool mini areas as possible. Yeah, I made the lake at a time where I didn't have a lot of inspiration or ideas for little mini areas. And as soon as I finished the lake and then hung out a little more on Instagram and Reddit, I kept seeing all these cool things. And I'm like, wow. Sure, it'd be nice if I had a giant area in town where I could, put all these cool ideas. Oops. Wouldn't that be great? Jackson, hello. And Alexandra, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Been having a lot of fun making videos, doing streams. Maguchi, that's funny. Enda, how are you? You're currently putting in a lake? Nice. Enjoy it. I liked having the lake. I thought it was cool. It's nice and big. But now I'm looking forward to, like, I've seen so many tiered neighborhoods. That's what I want to do next. I want to make a tiered neighborhood. Even if it's not every house in town, I just want a handful of houses up on some cliffs, and I want to decorate them, and that sounds like a lot of fun to me. Can you do the fishing rod rack? Wait, so you can... The fishing rod rack comes from the tournament, yes. A waterfall or something else? Where? Allie, how's it going? You just moved your Islander house. He's been with me at the beginning of the game and has never asked to leave. Oh wait, you let him move away? One of the people who's been living on your island since you started? Man, sorry, how's it going? Sunken waterfalls are cool. The anchor statue is a nice item. I like that. Do I have any tips on making a spring core island? I gotta look into spring core. I don't know if I've seen too many examples of that. When you say spring core, my mind just goes right to tropicore, so I don't really know. There's too many core themes. This was a big lake. This is taking a while. The anchor statue could be bigger. That would be awesome. But I like it still. I like how it's customizable. The different customizations look really nice. We need more statues in general in this game. More big statues. Avril, how's it going? You got Animal Crossing the other day. Still have a tent, but the full Mario skin. Nice, Cody. Enjoy Animal Crossing. Take it slow. Love every minute of it. This renovation I'm doing represents like the third one on the island. Third big massive renovation. And once you kind of do all the things, fill up your museum, all that fun stuff, you gotta make a lot of projects for yourself. And this is kind of my way of staying engaged with the game, you know? Tent life was cool. Got Animal Crossing since it came out. Nice, yeah. Me too. I had it preloaded and everything. Played the second it was available. Straw says nothing like a good island overhaul. Yeah, it's always disappointing to see like something you worked on go away, but then again, it's always really exciting to start a new project too. Maguchi, we'll see you later. Thank you. Catch you next time. I need to drink my tea before it gets cold. If I wanted cold tea, I would just drink water with some dirt in it. Thanks, Maguchi. Appreciate it. You have Elvis moving out soon? Sip the tea. You got a Switch just for Animal Crossing. You know, yeah, I remember I got my Switch as a present, I think on Christmas a few years ago. And I'm like, this is good because I know they're going to make an Animal Crossing for this, and that's what I'm going to sink all my hours into. And I played it quite a bit before Animal Crossing. I played a lot of Stardew Valley, which was funny because I already had Stardew on PC. I've rebought Stardew Valley more times than I think Grand Theft Auto. And I've bought Grand Theft Auto many times. I have Stardew Valley on the Switch, on PC, on PlayStation, and mobile. That was my Switch was a Stardew Valley machine before Animal Crossing. Since you're rebuilding your island, why did Sauron rebuild his town? It needed more door. I'm not sure I understand the reference there. Best furniture or leaf I have? The best furniture. I'm not sure what you mean by leaf, but what is the best furniture? I like all the arcade stuff. I had an arcade in my basement before I started messing with videos and doing stuff with the basement, so that's why my storage is kind of full, because all my whole arcade room is in my storage. I may just sell it to get the space back. That was a Lord of the Rings joke? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to upset a lot of you right now. Just not a big Lord of the Rings fan. And nothing against anyone who is a Lord of the Rings fan. I've tried to watch the movies. When I was younger, I tried to read the books. I was just never into it. Dream Link, how are you? The lake's almost gone. Using the outdoor bathtub for your bathroom. You don't want to waste bells in some expensive bathtub. We don't need baths anyway, so why not? Not a fan either. Your father loves it. I didn't say I hate. Wait a minute. Link's just putting words in my mouth. I didn't say I hated Lord of the Rings. I respect what Lord of the Rings is, has given to the world. It's just not for me. Do I hear a balloon? I just don't know. Hey Mia, you visited the island. Looks amazing. Excited to see the new improved one. Thank you. I'm excited to see it too. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I have some rough ideas, but who knows how it'll turn out. It might be horrible. It might be a horrendous train wreck, but hopefully not. We don't need bathrooms. Cross them in out of context. I've meant bathtubs. But even bathrooms have a use in this game, which is great because the fruit. If you eat too much fruit and you need to use a shovel at a tree without picking it out of the ground. I know, in Cherry Blossom season, you gotta stop everything for a balloon. Up theme starts playing. What future updates are you hoping for? I want Brewster back. Yeah, Brewster would be awesome. We were talking about this a little while ago. I would sacrifice things that are currently in the game for quality of life improvements. That's how I feel. I want to craft multiple things at once. I want to be able to purchase. You know how you buy things in bulk from Nooks and they're like, oh, you want to buy in bulk? You can get 5 instead of 1. But it's not bulk. 5 is not bulk of anything. Like 5 of anything is not bulk. So I would like that number to go up to 10 and 20. So I want options for 5, 10, 15, and 20. Or maybe you could just type in your own. That'd be cool. I want to be able to buy Nook Miles tickets the same way. Oh. I just couldn't let the lake go. I had to start digging it back out. Done. No more lake. Get out of here, lake. We don't need your giant body of water anymore. Final Smash activated. I want buying everything to work the way turnips do when you type it in. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to put it. Everyone's looking forward to Brewster, which I want too. Tortimer? Yeah, Tortimer would be cool if he came back. We don't know what happened to Tortimer. Did he die? I mean, did he finally retire? In New Leaf, he had retired to that island, and there was, he was doing mini games with people. So are we to believe now that he's even older and You know, what's the deal with Tortimer? We want answers at least, right? Perfect spot to build snowboys. That's true. Oh, I still need to do some waterscaping because I'm also getting rid of... I'm not permanently getting rid of the river, but I am going to be moving the rivers, so I'm filling them in for now. In fact, I played earlier, this bridge is slated for demolition. So tomorrow this bridge will not be here. We have Katrina back in the form of the mobile app. You can have Katrina give you your fortune if you get your Nook points every day on your phone. Your real phone, not your in-game smartphone. So I would like to see her back in the actual game. So yes. Captain? Yeah. We have the dock. Why not? Bring him back. Tortimer is living his life on another island filled with less elderly female tortoises. We just don't know. And now the rumors in chat are flying around. Teletitty will see you later. Did I get my Nintendo Switch lights? Nope. I haven't checked. I gave up on checking. I had a friend send them to me. I did double check, by the way, because one of you mentioned that there was an update. I think it was in the comments or during a live stream. One of you mentioned there was an update that you have to like go and like download off the eShop. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll check. But I already had it. So for some reason, I just don't have access to the Nintendo Switch lights. I wonder if it's because I don't own a Nintendo Switch Lite. I have a Nintendo Switch regular. That occurred to me. I'm like, I don't get why I can't have these, but maybe that? I have them now because I had someone send them to me, but I just can't order them for myself, which is annoying. It's just my storage needed more stuff in it, you know? You don't own one either, but you got them? So yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on with that? Well, I'm glad that theory's busted. Alright, no sense in destroying the river any further than what I've just done here. Well, maybe there will be. Hold on. So, oh, the water beetle's back. I hate the water beetle. So here's the deal. In my vision for the new island, the river I'm standing next to right now stretches out all the way here. The reason I'm running against the mountain is because I want the river, I think. I haven't 100% decided this yet, but I want the river to be just one straight line. The rivers used to look nice and natural here, and since they're gone, I figured why not double down on the fact that they're gone and just have them in one straight line. And I think that would give me a lot of opportunity to decorate in a lot of really interesting ways. But here's the problem. The river mouth is so close to, you know, the north part of the island that I'm afraid I'm not going to be left with enough room to do all the things I would like to do around the river. So I have to think about this. That's why I'm probably not going to work on this section tonight, because I have to give it some more thought. I know there's plenty I can do tonight without messing with this, but just to give you guys some insight into what I'm thinking. The other option, if I want the river to be straight through town, but not as close to the north part as it is now, I could just continue this curve right here down, so the river might like be right here in the future. And that would leave me with enough room for a nice big cliff area and room both in front of and behind the river to play around with. So that's kind of all the different things going through my mind. Let's go ahead and get the cliff tool and just begin stretching the cliff out towards the museum. I have to decide right now. I guess I don't have to officially decide, but I have to decide right now exactly how far this cliff is going to need to come out. Okay, let's not destroy. Let's stay on track here. Lots to do. So I'm just kind of squaring this up right now before I start actually drawing it out. We're gonna make what I'll call a hollow mountain. I'm gonna make a hollow area so we can kind of play around with it and get a feel for, you know, how big the space is gonna turn out to be. So I'm imagining this is as far out as the cliff may go, which means we need to fill this in too. Boy. Thank you all for all the likes in the stream, by the way, and welcome, especially to anybody who's new. Man, this is the coziest, Animal Crossing stream I've been on yet. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Do you want the river to connect to the other river? I might want that. I've not decided that either, but I'm pretty sure I will. Because the other thing I want is a proper canal street in this build. And the problem I have right now is my current canal is too small to give me the latitude to build that. So let's run up there real quick since I got to sit on this decision for a minute. So it may on the map look like a long river, but hang on. It's because I made this little mountain I'm standing on. So this mountain will go away. Able Sisters will move. Rosie's house will move. If I decide to go this route, right, of the canal street. And then, yes, it would make sense for both rivers to connect. And then have, like, one waterfall kind of fueling them, you know, from up on the mountain. Come on, recipe. Dang it. What's a diner mini table? I don't know if I have the black one. All right. So, yes, this would be the start of the river if it weren't on this hill. So because it's on this hill, we look down here. This is as close as I could get for a canal street. I have a bridge here. Across the cafe. And I got a bridge here. And that's it. Now we're back at the ocean. So, not a very long canal. Not a lot of room to play with. And I would really like to have that room going forward. So that's part of my idea, is to get rid of the mountain in the middle of town, have the rivers connect at a certain point, and make the river that runs north to south a canal street with some houses on it. And then the river that runs horizontally would have I'm thinking some lamps and some tables and chairs where people can sit and eat. And there would be entrances with bridges going over that river up to this neighborhood we're creating tonight on the cliffside that we're about to extend. Those are all the things in my head. And I'm working around the island as it currently stands. I decided not to try and, like, get rid of everything, flatten it, and start over. I feel like that might be unnecessary for my vision. But most things will likely move by the time we're done with this renovation. I think it'll look nice. It definitely sounds nice in my mind and when said out loud. So yeah, I have my hopes up that that's going to look awesome. All right, let's get the terraforming tools out and make our hollow mountain. Can you display your code for people to join? Yeah, people do that. I would, and this is nothing against you at all, Avril. I always try and let people know that, well, you never know where you're going on the internets. That's all I let people know. So it's, if I assume the best in people, and if people share their codes, I'm not assuming that anyone's putting themselves in any kind of risk situation. But just know that I'm not responsible for anything that happens when folks share their codes and things go horribly wrong. If you get scammed out of items, for example, or something like that, please practice safe crossing of animals. Do you have enough money to cover all the costs of moving buildings? I only have about 85 million bells, and I'm hoping that's enough. It was last time when I only had about 50 million bells and I did this. But we'll see. If I want to place things just right, it may end up costing quite a bit. My favorite Animal Crossing hour song, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. No, it's totally, yeah, Avril, it's totally cool. Like I said, that was, I didn't say that because of your town, whatever it is anyone ends up doing when they share their codes. All I'm saying is to anyone out there who joins, like a dodo code, right? So they see a dodo code out in the wild, just be safe. That's all I'm saying. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. Please don't take it the wrong way. Dang, only 85 million. How sad. I know. What the heck is anyone supposed to do with that? 85 million faints. Okay, the one problem with this is I can't... Huh. I've blocked myself out of my hollow mountain. Let's get in there. Yeah, Wisp and Boo... Are they like the same ghost? It's a good question. Okay, so the reason I want a hollow mountain is because I want to make sure that I preserve some kind of entrance to the secret beach. It doesn't need to be this big, what we're standing on now, but I still want it to be there, and I don't want it to be tiny either. So what this hollow mountain thing is going to let me do is put up a hill here and just see what it looks like if I fill it into a certain amount, right? Oops. Shauna, you're new and you love the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. 5 a.m. is peaceful. Yeah, the early AM songs are also really nice. I don't get to hear them as often, but I end up playing in the 5 p.m. hour quite a bit when I'm doing my daily stuff. So it quickly became my favorite song, even back when the game first came out. You just got the landscaping permit. Congrats! That's awesome. Mia Gaming, hello. Stale cookies is good. Cloudy skies, welcome. Oh, my waterfalls are going to need to move, probably. No, we're okay. Catty Cat's back. 5 p.m. vibing. I also played around that time. This is after uni. Yeah. Yeah, I get done working and pop on Animal Crossing. There we go. So we have our hollow mountain. Now, this is a lot of space. Let's jump up here and see how we feel about it. Octo Eve just came working on your Fairy Core Island right now. Well, nice. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, I feel as though this is not a bad amount of room for your secret beach, right? You still got plenty of room to decorate. And then plenty of room for staircases. I mean, my entire waterfall display still fits. Not that I would keep it because now it's going to look kind of weird. I might change it. Nice trapping yourself. So, yeah, we have a lot of potential with this space here, which is cool. So I'm going to roll with it. The only issue is going to be once we start placing down houses or plots. I'm not going to just randomly place down houses. But if we want this tiered neighborhood, I look at all this space. I have a lot of room horizontally right now. Obviously, this whole thing isn't going to be a neighborhood. I just don't know if I have enough room vertically yet for all the things in my brain to become reality. On the map, it looks pretty big. So let's hope. Let's hope it's going to work out. All right. I guess it's time to fill in a mountain. My secret beach has an incline to get to it. Yours looks awesome. I was the same way. My secret beach had a simple, like, I dug it out a little bit and made a simple little incline, and I was done. That was it. Is there an easier technique for adding, like, for removing mountains, it's very quick. But when you want to add, you have to walk backwards, turn around, add the hill. Walk backwards, turn around, add the hill. I used to do this. I used to run over here, add a hill, run back, add a hill. But this feels slower. Like, it feels like you're doing more because you kind of never stop. But I think maybe it's not the most efficient way. I don't know. What do you guys think? You see the same thing? Oh! I almost tore down the mountain there. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Maybe this is the right way to do it. I guess we got that done pretty quick-ish. Oh, shoot. So run back here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. These holes are bugging me. I'm getting rid of them. So I gotta... Oops. Let's see. I did it again. See, and if I mess up... Look at this. Look at... Like, what? The warning I should have given earlier, by the way, to Avril, who was asking, can I share my code? I would also caution anyone about sharing their code on the whole wide internet, too. You never know who's out there hanging out, not chatting, but looking to cause trouble. So, the Dodo code cautionary tales go both ways. And I can moderate chat, but I can't moderate what happens out in the wild. So that's why I said what I said earlier. And I think now that I'm thinking about it again, that's probably a better way to put it. Stopping to align myself was just annoying. Running back and forth feels more productive. It does. I mean, dang it, it's probably technically faster to stop and realign yourself. And you kind of get good at it. But, yeah, I don't know. When you get to the other side, you get to instantly put up a hill. So, instead of realigning yourself, you just run. What can people do when you give Dodo codes? I'm just... You know, you have to. Nintendo has its own rules and stuff, so not much, because you can always report people and everything. But you know, you've seen sometimes the chat. Someone pops in and says something nasty, and then you got to get rid of them. I can do all that. It's if they were to come to your islands, though, then you got to deal with it. Be rude, exactly, yes. But I don't stop anyone from doing it because Animal Crossing is about community. And I would really like for people to be able to enjoy themselves and, enjoy the community. So. This mountain we're making, oh my gosh, it's so big. This is quite the undertaking. Okay, how close are we to? Okay, well that's not bad. No! Oh, it's bad when you mess it up, though. Let's try the realign method for a little bit. See if this feels any quicker. I make more mistakes this way because I for a second I face the mountain, and then I hit A, and then it's all over. You had people come over and ruin your whole island? Your flowers and the whole island itself? Oh, no. Well, just remember you can send people home. You don't have to wait for them to leave. I mean, you probably know that now, but if you have friends over, hit the minus button like you're going to save and quit. And it'll send everybody home. In fact, I do that all the time with my friends because what we'll do is, like, if someone comes over to sell turnips, usually it's like 3 or 4 people, and everybody waits for me to kick them out because they all get to leave at the same time rather than all going to the airport one by one talking to the dodos, and so it'll be like it was always a race to see who could leave first, and then everyone has to wait for them to leave, and then someone else gets to try. But it's a lot faster if you kick your friends out. You can do the same if someone visits your island who you don't want there. You have to kick everybody out to do it, but at least you save your stuff. And what it does is it closes your gate too. So it really is a time saver for when you're just with your friends. And you're like, okay, I have 5 of you here and everyone needs to go. I'm tired, please leave my island. So this part that we're doing right now is pretty self-explanatory, right? All we're doing is bulking up the mountains. What I'm excited about is the next layer, because that's where we're going to start designing, I think, like different elements of the plots in the neighborhood and stuff. Only have people over to trade items, that's about it. Yeah. Alright, bulking it up. I was going to wait till summer for this project. And I mean, we only just entered cherry blossom season, and here I go. You're scared of Nookazon? Maybe it's because I haven't used it enough, but I haven't had any bad experiences yet. Now, I am careful to trade with people who have at least, like, 1 or 2 ratings. But, yeah, like, I haven't had any problems, but a lot of people have reported issues over there, so... Maybe, you know what there is, though? There's the Nookazon website, where there's a rating system, and then there's the Discord server, which, to me, looks a little more like the Wild West. Like, I'm probably going to end up using it at some point in the future for, like, trading turnips, if, like, none of my friends have a good price. And maybe then I'll find the dark side of Nookazon. But so far, just trading items on the actual Nookazon site itself has been very smooth. But I'm not saying that it certainly can't go wrong. I'm just saying, in my experience, it hasn't. I've done probably about 20 or so trades. Cherry blossom season's way too short. Yeah. Ugh. Way, way too short. I'm not paying near enough attention for balloons. I was kind of hoping this stream would get me some more recipes. And we got one, but... yeah, I could really use a couple more. The Discord's nice too. That's good. It's just that, like, you can't effectively implement a rating system on Discord, so... If somebody does some tomfoolery, I guess the moderators could be informed, and then that person could be removed. But until that point, you know, at least on the Nookazon website, before you accept the trade with someone, you can look and see if they're brand new. I traded with someone who was new once, and it wasn't a problem. When someone's brand new, I think what you should do is kind of fight to go to their island to conduct the trade. Make an excuse, whatever you need to do to not have them on your island. And that would be probably the safer way to do it. I've done a wee bit over 100 trades in Nookazon, haven't had a bad experience yet. I do, however, try to only trade with those who have as many 5-star ratings. Yeah. I haven't used it in a while because you know, I'm probably going to use it a lot now that we've started a massive project. But yeah, I haven't really needed to use it lately because my island's been kind of done, so I'm, you know, I'm just kind of enjoying the game. And does tomfoolery. No! Don't conduct yourself in a manner, in such a manner as to dabble in tomfoolery. Shauna had no issues. That's good. Oh, look, a balloon. Yes. Oh, crud. It's on the wrong side. Hang on. I'm coming. Hang on. Here we go. Cherry blossoms. What is it? What is it? What is it? Blossom. I got it. I got the lantern. I just said I wanted that like an hour and a half ago when we started the stream. And now I have it. Huzzah. Oh boy, these might go in the new neighborhood. Where is it? 6 petals for 1 lantern. Oh boy, I'm going to have to do some petal collecting. Not tonight, like maybe like late tonight, but not during the stream. I don't know Animal Crossing that well. Why would it be safer to trade at a new person's island? So a new person, so let's say somebody new to Nookazon is trying to do a tomfoolery, right? They're trading with you, but their intention isn't to trade. It's to destroy all of the things you know and love in your island, like your flowers and stuff. So if you invite a person like that to your island, you've put your island at risk. But if they're brand new to Nookazon, what you should do is insist to go to their island, politely, you know, so that way your island isn't at risk. You're the one with the ratings in this fake scenario I'm making up. So they look at your ratings and they see that people trust you. And you can go to their island and everyone's happy. And then you leave them with a 5-star rating when the trade goes well, and hopefully they don't conduct a tomfoolery when someone invites them to their island, but, you know, whatever. You have 150 petals if I need any? Well, thank you. I do want to collect them on my own because just feels wrong to take free petals from folks. But I appreciate the offer. If you do trades with others that require them come to your island, fence in an area and hope they don't bring a swimsuit. I had a catalog event happening on my island a few days ago. I blocked off the airport, forcing guests to use my place's Mario pipe that would transfer them to the fenced-in catalog area. Very, very smart. Mario pipes have probably made trades a lot safer, minus the risk of wetsuit users. If you're someone who decorates a lot, there might be a clever way you could decorate your beaches in such a manner where it's very difficult to traverse them. You know what I would do is if I was doing a catalog island and someone came to my island and instantly like jumped in the water, I would just kick them out. I would just hit the minus button, save and quit. It's like, clearly you're not here to conduct yourself in a proper manner. So goodbye to you. But then again, if you can't guard the entrance, then what? So I don't know. The living room's the weirdest room in your house. I guess my main room's the weirdest room because it wants to be too many things. It's like half sitting area, like kind of a kitchen, half. I'm saying the word half, but it's that doesn't make any sense. I'm about to say half 4 times. Half bedroom because I have a dresser in it. Half entrance way because it just has some neat stuff that I like people to see when they come into the house. So yeah, it's all kinds of stuff. Your BFF married a decoy duck. Oh. Well, that's cool. I love the decoy ducks. Those were an item I started playing with way too late into my Animal Crossing time. Decoy ducks are a lot of fun. You can customize them to all sorts of fun ways. They go with everything. I hear a balloon. Do you hear it? Sorry, I turned it up for a minute. I thought I heard a balloon, but I guess not. Let me know if you guys are hearing an echo, by the way. I usually wear headphones, but I didn't feel like wearing them. And that would mean the speakers are going to potentially feedback into the microphone if that's happening. That's unacceptable. So please let me know if you've been hearing that all night. I knew there was a balloon. I just knew it. Cherry blossoms. Sounds fine to you? No echoing? Okay, good. Is it legal to make Amiibo cards for your own use? You're wanting to make some? I honestly, I would, it's going to sound silly, but I would look that up if you're worried about it. It's probably not legal. A lot of people do it. I would imagine it's kind of like back in the day when people used to, you know, copy games onto CD-ROMs and stuff like that. Probably you're not supposed to do that. But I don't know if there's anything stopping anyone from doing it at this time. You know what would put a stop to that? More Amiibo availability. People are only doing it because they want the cards, and Nintendo's made them very difficult to get. For self-use, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, it's Nintendo's intellectual property that it's there for purchase, right? And you're taking it from a website and putting it on your own, like, chip so you can use it on your console. Like, I would think that's illegal, but I don't know. I certainly don't shame folks for doing it. I don't do it. But, you know, who am I to judge? Now, if the Amiibo cards were readily available, I might be a little more judgmental about it. But because they're rare, it's one thing to make something rare, but it's another thing when a bunch of scalpers take over. And we can all clearly see that a bunch of scalpers just sought to resell the Sanrio cards. It wasn't the first time something like this happened. It won't be the last. So I just think this false scarcity thing Nintendo kind of creates is they tried it. We've been there. We've done that. It doesn't work super well, and now people are just ripping the cards from the internet. So can we just... People will pay $6 for Amiibo cards. No one's outraged by the price of the cards. People aren't taking them because they don't want to pay. It's because they can't get them. They physically can't get them. If you were selling them... And that's the thing. People sell them on Etsy and stuff. So, like, Nintendo could go after them. I don't know if they are. Who knows? Nintendo used to be so good about family games and prices and everything. Now it's about nothing but money. I know it's the point. But ow. Yeah, I mean, companies be companies, you know? Like, in the corporate world, every year, they're held to a higher standard, make more money, you know? And this is one of the ways that marketers do that, right? They say, okay, if we make something that isn't going to be around forever, like the McRib. McDonald's has the McRib, and sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. So because of that, it's a sandwich that you can only get at a certain time, and it creates this what would be known as like false scarcity. It's only scarce because McDonald's says it is. They can make the McRib whenever they want. It's not like McRibelows. McRibelows are like this animal that is only around, once every 3 years. And once they're gone, and they have to make more McRibelows. No, it's, So that's the practice Nintendo's trying with the Sanrio cards, and I'm sure more Amiibos in the future. And I hope it stops. I think it's just going to create more piracy issues. Doing your Raymond Amiibo. Also release them internationally and not random countries, random years. Yeah. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss character. Yeah, the McRibelo. McRibelos take approximately 3 years to mature. You can't make them into McRibs before then. I don't even know if the McRib's around every 3 years or every year or what. It feels like it's always a couple years between the McRib coming up. Ryan, how's it going? Also, all this talk about the McRib has made me realize, oh yeah, I've never even tried a McRib. I don't really want to. I'm almost done filling in our first tier of our new mountain. Mountain. I guess that's what we'll call it. Only a couple more rows to do. Let's see. Let's try and speed this up a little bit. I feel so much more productive when I run back and forth and make grunting noises as if I'm the one actually scooping dirt out of thin air. Must take a lot of strength to scoop that much dirt out of thin air. Ranch and French fries hit different. Such an odd way. Your new what sound? Nature Guy! Welcome back. How have you been? Alexander, hello to you. Oh my gosh. There's almost as many likes on the stream as there are people watching the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Alright, this is where it gets a little bit tough to keep going. Now we're getting to the end of the line here. Dang it, I keep messing up like that too. Good, needed a huge sleep in, hence not being here at the start. That's good though. I can't remember the last time I slept in, honestly. Maybe I'll get to do that this weekend, we'll see. Osman's the best. I don't know about the best. I mean, I'm okay. The best what, though? Like, the best person? Should I narrow it down a little more? The best YouTuber? The best at terraforming? Just think we shouldn't go around, like, throwing such words around for someone like me. I'm not curing world hunger or anything. I'll take best voice. Yeah, I'll take that. Not that that's what you said, but someone said soothing. Yeah, Brigsbane said soothing voice. Like, that's fair. That's a competition I think I could win. I hear a balloon, I think. Maybe not. Let's go look. Let's go just take a peek. No! I appreciate everyone narrowing it down for me. Best Animal Crossing YouTuber that happens to be live right now terraforming their island and looking for balloons. I'm confident in saying I'm probably the best one of those at this moment. Kel wants to play Animal Crossing. Play some Animal Crossing, Kel. Do it. It's the best. It's the best game. I'm going to catch this cherry blossom because I'm going to need a lot of them anyway, and it's right in front of me. I feel like a secret language is being formed. I don't know what a tinnitus is. It doesn't sound like something I should say out loud. Favorite color? I'm going to frustrate you right now, Ryan. I actually don't have a favorite color. Oh, no. Try that again. Who struggles going down a ladder? Me. Maybe I'm the best at that. Oh, that's what you're saying. You're layering on to my qualities that make me the best. Got it. Google it. I'm trying to live stream right now. I shouldn't be Googling things. Playing Animal Crossing while designing and terraforming your entrance. Nice. Love a new entrance. Hello, Raymond. How's it going? So, Raymond the villager in Animal Crossing, I've decided something about him. I'm going to put this out there at risk of everyone getting very upset with me or agreeing so hard you hurt your neck because you're nodding your head in agreement. I think that Raymond, and I'm saying this in a loving way. I have Raymond on my island. I love him. He's awesome. I think that Raymond is the pumpkin spice latte of villagers. Raise your hand if you agree. I've done trap myself. Let's come out here and fix that. Devin Egg, how's it going? Fatty McSmalls agrees. You got raining sound in your ears, Lynx? Got that old TV box that comes on. If you hate pumpkin spice, then yes. He's the what? It's because, and see, I like Raymond as much as I like the pumpkin spice latte, which is a lot. It's delicious. And that's the thing. Like, Raymond's popularity has gotten to that level is the joke. I don't say it to be mean. I think it's just where we're all at with our obsession over Raymond the cat, you know? And the part of the joke is the fact that people consider the pumpkin spice latte to be, quote, basic, you know? Who's your favorite villager? And if someone says Raymond, it's like, of course it's Raymond. Now, it's to be fair, he is the best villager, so yeah, of course they're going to say that, but it's still funny. I don't like the pumpkin spice latte, but I agree. I'm just going to do this for now with our little area we've made. Now that the hill is officially filled in, or the mountain, the space doesn't seem as big as it did before, but I'm going to work with it. It'll be fine. Then I agree. I think Raymond's cute, very overrated. I found him on 7 Nook Mile tickets, and I'm gonna keep him. Yeah, I found him on 3, and I didn't mean to. I wasn't looking for him. Raymond is a tuxedo cat. Raymond, I forgot, what kind of cat is Raymond? I don't think he's a tuxedo, but he has different colored eyes. There's a name for that, too. So I think this is one of the reasons everyone loves him. Now, Nintendo's very cheeky, because a lot of the names of the animals are, you know, meant to be kind of funny, like Ribbot. Ribbot is a robotic frog. Ribbot, cool. So a lot of them are kind of punny like that. And there's a show, a classic sitcom called Everybody Loves Raymond. And I think Nintendo knew what they were doing when they made him. They're like, we need a villager that literally everybody will love, and we can call him Raymond. What kind of villager would everybody love? And so everyone raised their hand. They're like, yes, Bob, a cat. You're right. Everybody loves cats. Cool. What else? And then someone else raised their hand, and they're like, give him glasses. Okay, glasses are cool. Put him in a business suit. Why? Just make him a business cat. People will love it. And then one person, one genius in the room said, give him different colored eyes. And Jaws on boardroom tables, everyone's like, yep, that's it. That's our villager that everybody will literally love. Everybody loves Raymond. All right. So here's where we're at. Here's the state of the island right now. We've just filled in the lake. And we've connected the 2 different mountains in town now to each other. And the goal is to make a tiered neighborhood. So, a couple different things we can do. I am thinking the tiered neighborhood could be set in the top right corner. And this mountain I've just filled in could still be stuff and things, right? But I think it's going to be really hard to create. If I want 2 tiers, so here's the first one. Houses would be up here, and then I would put a second one up. And I don't think that'll leave me a lot of room to decorate around the houses on each tier if I do that, because of the secret beach. Because we want to keep some room up there. Right? I might even want more room. I don't know yet. So, because of the secret beach, I think I should start the neighborhood about here-ish and come across. And what we'll be doing is getting rid of the nightclub. I love the nightclub, but we'll probably have to move it somewhere else. So we'll be getting rid of the nightclub, and we'll be using the peninsula maybe for the lighthouse, maybe as an extension of the neighborhood, so all the neighbors can like go and like walk out there and enjoy the ocean or something. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking now. Adrian's new here. Welcome. I'm missing some chat messages. Some cats do have different colored eyes in real life. See, Raymond's one of my favorite villagers, but I'd like some more. The only reason why is this is my PFP. It's because I had it before everyone. What, sorry? You had it for a long time? Octo Eve, welcome back. Quick question. I noticed the hyacinth lamps several times already. When do you get the DIY? Is it something you can get all year long? Yeah, the hyacinth lamps are just a normal DIY. There's no holiday they're attached to or anything like that. They are a little bit rare, the DIYs. It took me a while to get them. I only knew about them because I had a friend that had them. So, Catty Cat's having a bad day. I'm really sorry to hear that. Corey says you're cool, which I appreciate. You saw a dog with 2 different color eyes? Nice. I'm not going to get rid of the nightclub tonight, just because we have plenty of terraforming to do still. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, is the nightclub will go, and I'm going to put the lighthouse somewhere over here and kind of take advantage of the space and connect it to this new neighborhood we're making. Now, if the neighborhood is going to go here, I need to do some math? I don't know if math is the right word. I need to do some planning. Because what's going to happen is I'm going for a little bit of symmetry in town here. And to make this work, I need to figure out where all my paths are going to lie going forward. So I'm just staring at this right now because I'm just trying to imagine it. You know, when you place down a house in Animal Crossing, it's like, imagine it. That's what I'm trying to do right now with my entire map. And it's difficult. The problem is I haven't decided what I'm going to do with resident services yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it the way it is or even remove the moat around it or anything. If I'm trying to keep it the way it is, let's go down there. So I have this big long path, right? What's kind of cool is that it's symmetrical out here. So this bridge, only 3 wide. We have a path here. I have the same exact setup on this side. So just a couple of spaces before you get to, quote, the main road. And I was thinking of leaving this the way it is because it looks cool. And then extending these paths north to the cliff, right? And in doing that, I would create the entrance for the island. The neighborhood. On both sides. So, not here. This path will go away. But this path would lead right to a staircase, and you would be brought to this tiered neighborhood. So it would have 2 stair kind of entrances to it. And then in the middle, I could put something. I don't know. It's a pretty big space in between them, honestly. Which is my hesitation. It would be here, and then all this space to here. I don't know if I like that. Plus, if I were to put an entrance right here... Oh, dang it. If I were to put an entrance right here, it would kind of run into the secret beach, and I don't know if I want that either. There's so much to consider. Look at that, I got Cherry Blossom. And 30,000 bells! Don't mind if I do. Cherry Blossom Trees Wall. You should give Raymond a fish door plate. I gave Zucker one, actually. I love the fish door plate. That's a nice wall. So I think now I have both walls and both floors for the cherry blossom recipes. But I'm missing... I still think I'm missing some furniture. I know there's a rock with some cherry blossom petals in it. I don't have that recipe yet. I'm probably missing some more. So the alternative, anyway, back to the island. The alternative to the 2 giant roads leading up to 2 staircases and whatever would be a road coming north from where I'm standing through where my house is that lines up perfectly with resident services, because resident services has a 2 wide entrance, so you can do a 2 or even 4 wide path. So, and this is where coordinates would come in handy, kind of like Minecraft. You can look at the coordinates and line things up. So this little 2 wide path here, I want to extend it straight through resident services for a symmetrical kind of look and vibe. Probably Air says, my town is trash. Oh no. You only have 2 cherry blossom DOIs? Renovate your town. It's a great way. You shoot your balloons on stream? You're already the best streamer. Startling Stranger Productions. Looking for inspiration for your island. Well, look no further than my island that I'm tearing to bits. This is my entrance right here. You can check out my dream address for a version of it that's not torn to bits. But yeah, hopefully some of the stuff around here gives you a little bit of inspiration. I'm in need of some now because I'm kind of like thinking out loud a lot and not doing a whole lot of building because I'm nervous. I don't want to get this wrong. And also I put all this furniture in the way of my work. So let me pick this up. You know where I could put this is on the secret beach now because I'm not really going to be editing over there for some time. But I'll just move it like one spot over as I try to figure out this road. Oh, I don't even need to move it. I got room. Okay. Here, let's get the path tool. And I'm actually going to erase my path just to try and like line this up properly. Oh, you have to erase it twice. That's right, because I have the designs on it. Oh boy, this is going to be... Oh no. What have I done? Why did I do this to myself? Getting ideas from Google Images. Instagram and Reddit are both fantastic places, especially Reddit because you don't need an account to look on there. There are Animal Crossing inspiration Reddits that you can visit, and they're all incredible. And people share design codes on there and dream addresses, and yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff to see on there. Would recommend. Wish me luck on my terraforming adventure. All right. Straw, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you again. VR, how's it going? Maybe I'm not saying your name right at all. I'm trying. And Lynx, we'll see you later. Relatable, the custom path on the game path. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to use this one again because this border is kind of transparent and it just didn't look the way I wanted it to. But I only realized that after I'd kind of committed to it and made a whole bunch of my path look like this, so I just kept it. But yeah, it may go in this renovation. I don't know. This guy looks fun. We're trying to have fun. I'm having fun. It's just I'm stressing out over this symmetrical design I'm going for right now. It's literally just V and then har. V har. Oh, I got it really close. I'm proud of myself. Reading names of things is not my strong suit. And people, too. I said things. I shouldn't have said things. Hey, Megan. Okay. So, I erased this path so we can measure out the center of... You know what's nice about Past Dan? He did a really good job. He put these really cool lamps on either side in this little river we're looking at right now. And they've created the perfect measurement of a symmetrical... You know, they're perfectly symmetrical with the resident services. So where I'm standing right now is... I can confidently say the center of resident services. My house is only slightly off center from resident services. So I may, in this renovation, by the way, I'm thinking of using a lot more terracotta. I haven't decided that fully yet, but I have a border for terracotta that looks so cool, so I want to use it more. In any case, this would represent the new path. And I hear a balloon. There it is. Oh boy, please be more cherry blossom recipes. Huh! Wait for it. Wait for it. Pop! See ya, Error. We'll catch you later. Studio wall spotlight. Ooh. Okay, nice. I hope it's a different color. I only have like one. I think I have like just the purple one right now. Okay. Now, the challenge with this is going to be lining it up through my house. So here's what we do. We look at the wall. We realize there are two spaces. Well, the holes will tell us that. Between this path and this path. And so all I got to do is come over here, measure out two spaces. This was not as bad as I thought. Let's just dig a hole. I know this is one space. I'm 100% sure of it. I'm digging the hole anyway because it just bothered me that it, you know, I couldn't see it. I knew, but I couldn't see it. Oh wait. Have to erase the custom design. If you ever do merch, I want wait for it, pop on the t-shirt with a nice graphic on it. That's a fantastic idea for merch. I love that. I have no intention of doing merch, or I didn't. That's funny. Okay, so this is where the staircase will go, if that wasn't obvious by the fact that I'm digging out a too wide path and now digging into a mountain. Look how close the old staircase was to being centered with resident services. It's only 2 squares off. Do I time travel? I don't. Yeah, I did so as a kid when I played GameCube, and it kind of ruined the game for me, so I swore I would never do it again. All right. Rip Devon's orange juice? Oh, you're out of orange juice. Oh, no. Yeah, breaking cliffs is pretty satisfying. So, here's the problem. Now, I love the idea of centering our new tiered neighborhood with resident services. Totally into it. The problem is it's starting already to become an issue for my secret beach area that we've dug out. I guess the good news is that when you look at the secret beach, there is actually some decent space. We have a sand area, and it's farther off to the left than the space we've actually created up there. So in reality, I could afford to take all this stuff and kind of get rid of it up to like right here and still have a pretty decently sized secret beach, especially if we're willing to dig into this more and open that space up there. So I think I'm going to be okay. I do. Okay. I'm also second guessing the terracotta path. Because I haven't... Remember how I said, oh, I haven't really picked a theme. I don't know if I'm going to do a theme, but maybe. Picking one of these paths and getting it right is kind of like important if you're going to do a themed island. So now I don't want to start decorating yet, but I'm kind of thinking, what if I just did a very little bit just to start to let the vision come together? And I think that might help me decide what kind of path I'm going to use. Because now it's time to start laying down the path. Because the path is going to help me lay it on the plots. And the plots are going to help me figure out how big the second tier of the mountain needs to be. So let's see. First of all, what was I coming in here for? A fountain. I wanted a fountain. I think I have one. I may have sold it. I could always craft one. There's a swimming pool, and there's a well. I have a lot of crap, but I don't have a fountain. So I think the fountain is... Hold on, how much stuff do I have? Okay, almost a full inventory. Great. Alright, here's what we're going to do. In terms of custom patterns for in-game paths, terracotta has the most options by far. I think you're right, Cat 2. I think you're absolutely right. And I've used it, as you can see, so little. Like, I only have a few patches of it in town. But this border is so nice that I want to keep using it. I want to use it all over the place. Catty Cat's back again. If you have a massive area and don't know what to do with it, just make a huge pond. We just covered my huge pond, my lake. That's the whole stream has been me covering my lake. Here, let's carry on with my plan. I'm going to take all the different items that I'm not wanting to sell but need to get out of my way, and I'm going to put them down here because we're only going to... We're not going to be filling this up. We're only going to be tearing it down more, so they'll be safe down here. famous last words, I know. This is giving me some serious GameCube vibes, because back in the day on like GameCube and stuff, you just didn't have like the storage. And if you had a bunch of items you needed to get out of the way, you'd have to drop them on the ground. And now my storage is full. Like some kind of chump, I let my storage get full. What's this? Some of the stuff I should just sell, but anyway. I should also plant the bamboo. Oh, my flowers. Flowers down. Maguchi, welcome back. Okay. I'm going to pretend that terracotta is what I want. Oh, wait. We wanted to make a fountain. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Not the flowers. I know. What was that? All right. Let me look at the recipe for this so we just get the right stuff. I think it's going to be in this tab. Okay. Oh, we need a drinking fountain, so that's this. So stone and iron is all we need. Okay, cool. I still have my cake on display, it turns out. One second. All right, let's see here. Drinking fountain? I like how the drinking fountain's required. What do you... Like the drinking fountain fuels the actual water in the middle or something? I think you can turn off the vibrating settings. I haven't done it myself, but I think that's possible. All right, let's pop up here. So I made a fountain because I didn't customize it. That is part of it, but let's just look at the space right now. My plan is to have folks walk up this staircase and be greeted by a fountain. And this will be a little plaza where some of the houses will kind of hang out. So, sort of. So, like, I wanted to put path underneath it. There's a fountain, there's some benches, whatever. And then you have a couple houses here and a couple houses here. And then you would go up the hill to get to the next tier to get to a couple more houses. Hey, Maria. How many of those glasses do you have? Oh, the pixel shades? Not many. I keep giving them to villagers and stuff. So, this fountain takes up a good bit of room, right? Because you don't want to walk straight into it when you come off the staircase, so you kind of need it set back. Let's kind of put like a path on all directions for a minute and just kind of see what it looks like. This is what I was worried about. I was worried about being too limited on space with this design. And also, the fountain isn't centering with this path very well. Oh boy, okay. That's interesting. Came for the shorts, stayed for the epic content. How are you doing? Doing great, Bigger Steve, thank you. Really appreciate it. And then I see Amazing Gamers here, and then Day is here. Welcome to everybody just popping in. Appreciate it. We're doing some measurements, and I've just realized that this fountain is kind of, I don't know. It's in an interesting spot. What if I move it up 2 spaces? North and south are fine. It's just, so what if I moved it 1 space? I feel like that Drake meme. Moving it 2 spaces? Nah. Moving it 1 space? Now that is the ticket. No terracotta tiles. I don't know. You could probably pull it off. You don't like the terracotta? I've been wanting to use it more. So, that's what I'm thinking. Give me 1 second. Sorry, just need to take a sip of my drink. Excuse me. I've been talking and I haven't anything to drink. So, and it may not stay terracotta tiles. I don't know yet, but I wanted to try them. Anyway, the whole purpose of this right here is to make a neighborhood kind of centerpiece. And I don't know. The problem is if you want a proper town square, right? Having this fountain here takes up so much room, and then I'm going to need the first plot of the house so we can have a plaza. I'm going to need the first plot of the house to be like right here. And that's just too close to like this secret beach area that I want to make. And then where's the second tier, you know? Oh man, yeah, this is a very limited amount of space, huh? You should put trees in the 4 corners around it? Probably, yeah, there's going to be plenty of stuff like that. You keep me company while I do homework? That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, I'm questioning my decisions right now. I'm really stubborn about this. I really would love for the path to line up the way it is with resident services in the middle. Because I already have a lot of that infrastructure set up with the roads going around resident services like they are. So having this centered would kind of future-proof it. Even if I moved the roads on the outside of resident services out more, this would still remain in the center no matter what, and it would work. But yeah, I'm having so many problems with like the fact that I want to make a tiered neighborhood and there's just not enough space straight ahead. So let me think about this for a minute. I think the compromise here. You'd scoot the plaza forward a bit. See, but if I scoot it... Now, when you say forward, do you mean this way? Because this feels crowded. Like, this feels... You pop up the staircase. Well, it's not that bad. All right, let's try it. I'm going to humor you because this might be okay. We need to get rid of all these rogue paths. They're making things very difficult to see. To, like, measure it. Ant Animates, how are you? How are you utilizing the spaces currently taken up by the houses? Good question. I got nothing. I'm not putting every house up here, and I'm going to be moving. So Able Sisters has to move. I already know Rosie's house has to move. So there's like a little area in the middle that's going to change a little bit. So yeah, not every house will go up here, and I want more space to do more fun things. Like I need like a flower farm because there's still hybrids I want to get, so that'll probably take up some space. I want more cool spots. Like I have a cafe, but it doesn't have enough room to be like everything I want. So I might make a new cafe somewhere. Yeah, so I got some I got some different things. First time here, I love your island name. Thank you. Reworking islands feel like 4D chess. Yeah, the more ideas you get and stuff, and ugh, it's just, yeah, it gets like that. One of the problems with my plan, actually, when you really break this down, my biggest problem is making this focus itself on resident services. Because I'm being so stubborn about that, it's forcing me to make these compromises that I wasn't necessarily ready to make. So we need to contend with that a little bit, and I haven't quite decided how I want to deal with that. So you got the town hall? Nice. Octaweave, I don't really have a town theme in mind right now. Right now, I would just like to get the layout right. I can always think of a theme later. Get the layout and then theme it later is probably my strategy. Favorite part of my island? Well, I have a couple parks in the bottom left corners that I like. Those are probably my favorite parts. I don't know. I like a lot of spots on my island. I like where the 3 bridges are in the middle there. That's a cool spot. But I'm tearing it all up. Hey, Justin. So let's try the 2 wide path off of the fountain now to see if that kind of fixes our issue. If I move the fountain down 1 more, I think it will center up nicely. Okay. Good enough. So we put out a path, right? And let's say we want a house. All right, let's just see how this looks. We need to visualize this. Hey, Austin. I can't line my resident service up with anything, so I went deliberately chaotic. I'm gonna get to that point. I just know it. Got Animal Crossing on Christmas. Nice. Nice. I hope you've been enjoying it. So I'm going to mark the houses with dirt plots, and I want them to all have a little yard and stuff. So we need to assume there's going to be some space for this plaza that I've created. So let's say the house is tucked back here. That's 1, 2, 3. It's already way too close to my secret beach without even finishing the plot. That's not going to work. Unless, I mean, what we could do is an asymmetrical tiered neighborhood where I have a house there, right? Ooh. Oh, shoot. I don't have a staircase yet. I have another issue, too, that I'm realizing right now. 5,000 bells. Give me cherry blossom recipes. What's wrong with you? So here's my other issue. Favorite villager? Right now, my favorite villager is Ribot. He's really cool. So I have a house here. I don't really want a house here. We have a lot of space not being utilized right here. How do you decide where you put the houses? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is I'm trying to figure out the plots and the layout right now. It's been so long since you've been on your island, you don't remember what you were doing. Why are there so many peach trees everywhere? Okay. So this is, yeah, anyway, this is an interesting conundrum because if the cliff were to come out more, like closer to where my house is now, we might be able to work with this. I need to do like a dream address real quick and find, I I need to find a dream island with like a tiered neighborhood so I can, you know, reimagine it. Thanks, Avril. We'll see you later. Is there a way to get rid of everything, like redecorate an entire island? Most people just start the game over. Like they open the game, and before you hit A to start playing, you hit minus and tell Tom Nook you want to delete everything. I don't want to do that because I don't want to lose my progress. I just want to do the island over. So you just kind of move houses onto the beaches and stuff, get everything out of the way, and then start terraforming. That would be the way to do it without losing progress. When are we doing Dream Tours again? Maybe next weekend. Are you on the Brewster train? Basically hoping Brewster returns. I grew up with him, just definitely yes. Yeah, no, definitely. I'd love to see Brewster come back. Yeah, okay, let me think here. I have to imagine where the new river's going to go to. I have a feeling it's going to cut through Pearl and Zucker's house. So it's going to swing down, and almost where I'm walking, maybe just above it, it's going to be there. And if that's the case, there'll be plenty of room to work up on the top of the cliff there. I shouldn't worry about that so much. But here, what if we did this? Let's try something else. Normally, what I do, my basic instinct here is to dig out this staircase in an existing cliff. Instead of that, what if we did something a little more unique? I've seen other people do this, so just a little more unique. What if... Now, hang on. Bear with me. What if the staircase stuck out a little bit, but you put some cliff around it, right? Look at this. Look how fancy this is going to look. Hang on. My God, I really should have gotten rid of these bamboo stalks because now they're in my way. Do I have pumpkins? Of course I don't. Ugh, okay, hold on. When did Nookazon become an actual app? I haven't heard of that. Be very careful. It's not a fake app. Sometimes people put fake apps out there based on popular websites. Not accusing them. I literally I did not know it was an app, and it may or may not be. Maybe someone else can confirm. I'm going to move my house for sure. I'm just trying not to move it twice. That's my thing. Last time I did an island renovation, I moved everything twice, and it was extremely time-consuming. Fortunately, this time, I only had to move the campsite, and all the houses are south of where I want to move them to. So they're already out of my way, which is really, really cool. My favorite Animal Crossing game is the one for the phone? A Pocket Camp, yeah. I'm not big into Pocket Camp. I think this is my favorite because, I mean, every time they release an Animal Crossing, it comes with features that I don't understand how I lived without before. And before this was New Leaf. I would say my least favorite is actually City Folk, because what ruined it for me in that game was the grass eroding. It took nothing for the grass in that game to just disappear forever. Whenever an Animal Crossing game has an issue that makes it really hard to design your town the way you want, I tend not to like it. So I think that's why I say New Horizons is my favorite, because we've gotten so many tools to turn this island into whatever we want, and that just means so much to me. I've always wanted to have all these tools, and now we have them. All right, so I'm going to continue bulking up the cliff here in front of the staircase that we're going to make. That's not what I meant. Staircase looks quite fancy. Yeah, doesn't it, though? Look at that. Look at it sticking out like that. So that I can put one here and one here. Chop them off. Boom. Let me get rid of these holes. We don't need them anymore. Now we're talking. So the staircase will still be tucked into the mountain, but the mountain's kind of coming out around it. And that gives us a lot more room to play around. So let's climb up here. Your knee is bleeding. You should probably go take care of that. I'm starting to turn on the terracotta a little bit because I'm not sure how it's going to look in the end. I know the stone will look good because I've used it before. I've always been very happy with the stone. So I don't know. We'll see if the terracotta makes it in the final cut. Okay. Let's move the fountain quite a bit down here. 1, 2, 3, 3.5. That's a little too close. Okay. Is the path centered? I can't tell. Yeah, I think that's centered enough. That's what I would call centered enough. Terracotta looks 10 times better with the edge custom design for it. Adds the depth. Yeah, and I have one too that I've been using a little bit. So that was why I wanted to use terracotta, to use that more. I'm just worried about the fences and things I tend to use may not go with it, but I'll make it work. It's about time I graduate from using stone everything. Stone walls, stone paths. I think the terracotta gives the neighborhood that kind of like ritzy look, you know? So this would be the plaza, right? Once again. Oops. Look how much space we've reclaimed here. This is really cool. So we'd have a house here. The path would come out just a little bit. We're a lot closer to the edge now, so if we were to decorate out here, it'd be a lot easier to like fill in the space, which I'm really into. Let's say the path stops here. Honestly, I don't think it'll stop. I think it'll keep going, but it won't be in the neighborhood. I think this will be the edge of the neighborhood, and there'll be a house here. It's still kind of close to the secret beach, but I'm trying not to worry about that right now. I think I can work around it. I wish my secret beach was not centered. Said the person trying to make a symmetrical island. So I would want the plot for the house to be maybe up one more than that, just to give them more of a front yard. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. It's still so close. Hard to say, right? Do you think Nintendo should add more buildings? Oh, yes. I want Nintendo to add a big empty building that does not look like a house. I want it to look more like the Nook's store or something, more like a resident or a commercial building. And I think you should be able to do whatever you want with it. So if you want to make a cafe, you would turn it into a cafe. I think there should be exterior options similar to your house so that you can change the roof and the siding and everything on it, and then and the windows and the placement of those, and then inside will be whatever. It could be a library, a cafe, a school. You know, I would love for them to give us a blank building. I know what you can do. You can add another resident to your island and use their house as that, but it looks like a house. So I want something that looks like a restaurant, you know. That's my dream addition to Animal Crossing. So let's not focus on the the negative of this side of the neighborhood that I'm not loving right now because of this back area. It's just this area is kind of messing everything up for me. I'm gonna try to ignore that because I can work around it. I'm having trouble envisioning it because there's still all that stuff back there that I probably should have gotten rid of, but that's okay. There's going to be a house here. Honestly, I'm just going to move it over one more, just to really torture future Dan. That guy is going to hate me. If they added more house customizations, yeah, I would love that too, for sure. I didn't need to do that. Ah! Okay, so we're pretending a house is going right here. Then we're going to take the terracotta path and we're going to extend it this way. Now I need to dig some holes and measure out how far the plots need to be spaced out because I want them spaced out evenly. Hey James, how's it going? Can you add me as a friend on your Switch? I'm not really adding any friends to my Switch profile because if I ever did want to meet up with you guys, we would just use Dodo codes. So I think that's the easier way to do it. Alright, so we have, how many spaces do you think between the house and the fountain? Let's start digging that out. That looks like 3. Hey Mia, you're new? Well, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And James, how's it going? James is also new here. Appreciate you being here. Have I had Joy-Con drift? No. I've had moments where my Joy-Cons, I feel like they're going to start doing Joy-Con drift stuff because they kind of move without me asking them to a little bit. But I haven't had, like, so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any problems thus far. I think you just jinxed me. Now I'm going to have problems. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So there's this. So this represents a plot, and it is lined up with the plot on the opposite end. And now I gave them a lot of room on the left side because I want to give them a side yard. So we're standing in their yard right now. The pathway on this plaza is going to go up, but because we can't connect it, we no longer can really set up the tiered neighborhood the way I wanted thanks to the secret beach. So I'm coming up with a new backup plan, sort of. So we're going up with this, right? I promise I'm going to start adding mountains again soon because I'm going to need to. This is too far. Honestly, what I was going to do... Well, no, it's not too far. Actually, it's perfect. So the path is going to stop here and maybe even farther back, honestly. And there's going to be like a bench. Basically, the plaza's going to end here. All right. So there's going to be some fences for the yards. I'm going to put some flowers and fanciness around the path. And there's going to be like a bench here with a little seating area, maybe a fire. I don't know. And then the neighborhood's actually going to continue over to the right. So we should get our shovel out and start digging up all this campsite stuff that we left behind. You just subscribed to the channel? Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. Hit the like button. 87 likes is a crazy amount of likes. You want Animal Crossing to have sound settings so you can turn the ambient noises and music? As somebody who's been making videos in this game for a while now, yeah, that would be great. Because I have to really, when I'm editing videos, I have to work around the music in the game a lot. I have to get pretty creative sometimes. So yes, I support that suggestion. Not that you were asking for my support. You caught your Atlas Moth. Congrats. I haven't seen a single Atlas Moth yet this year. I got a bunch last year. I haven't seen any this year. Your controller sometimes messes up? Yeah, that Joy-Con drift. I am sorry to hear that. Our Torres is sharing a dodo code. That's very kind of them. You need the Atlas Moth? Yeah, it's that's a cool one. If you go, like, I found a whole bunch last year going to Mystery Islands. So you might have luck doing that if you're looking. I mean, I know the spawn rates of things have changed since the game first came out, but yeah, I got pretty lucky on those mystery tours. If Animal Crossing was made by EA Sports, I think we would have gotten mini games in New Horizons, which would have been cool. But I do appreciate that it's not in their hands. Alright, so we have this house here. It's cool. And then we would extend the path, oops, this way. And this is all theoretical right now. None of this is like permanent, set in stone. All theoretical. So, what I need is a space between the house and then another space. Hold on. So this is one space. I need an additional space because there's going to be a fence, and then I want room around my path. So the path will be too wide still, and it'll go up this way. Oh, I'm not trying to ignore you. Your hamster died? Now I'm like going back up and reading chat. I see you said your hamster died, which I'm really sorry to hear that. No, totally not trying to ignore anyone. There's a lot going on in chat, so I miss messages all the time. Nook Miles would have been a paid luxury. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. So we've plotted out theoretically 2 houses and a plaza, and then you would come over here for another, I think, 2 houses. I think we could get away with this with another house here before we build upwards. Brownwin, how's it going? Yeah, I think we got this. All right, so let's plop this down. Real money to pay off your debts. Okay, so we need 2 spaces. I need to measure this out. 1 and 2. Okay. That means the dirt path will go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. So the thing we're setting up right now is essentially an asymmetrical tiered neighborhood. All right. So that leaves enough room to put a fence around the houses and then additional items around the path, such as benches, lamps, flowers, whatever. And we still have room in front of the path. Austin, we'll see you later. Thanks for jumping in. Could start an Animal Crossing channel. Nice. Vibe Child says, I was here when you were doing island visits. What's the theme of your island? Can I help with supplies? Oh, thank you. I'm good on supplies, and unfortunately, I haven't figured out a theme just yet. Today, and if we stream tomorrow, possibly we'll stream tomorrow, it's all about the infrastructure and the just the layout itself. I can always theme it after that, but yeah, it's... Well, I don't know. It may not even have an official theme by the time I make all my decisions. So yeah. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, we've got 3 plots. Now I did say I don't want all my houses here. Let's start building out our mountain. Symmetrical? There's going to be a lot of symmetrical elements. Certainly not the whole island. I shouldn't even say that. I mean, maybe I changed my mind, but I don't think the whole island's going to be symmetrical. I said I didn't need to move these trees. It turned out I did. Remember when I said that hours ago? Well, I lied. All right, Devin. We'll see you later. Tomatoes, how's it going? Okay. Brightlow Star was working late and just joined. Well, welcome. You're here just in time for more mountain building. Octo Eve sharing their dream address if anyone feels like checking it out. There it is. You want to make your island Japanese? Yeah, a lot of items in the game for that. That would work too. It'd be cool. So I have to decide how far I want this new section of town to stick out and hit the back. If I want them to hit the back of the houses. There's pros and cons to this. It makes it so you don't have to worry about decorating behind the house if you make the mountain just pop up exactly to where the house is. And it gives us a lot of space up top to play with. If you leave one space behind, it gives the house some breathing room, but there's nothing you can do behind that space. If you leave 2 spaces... I think it's 2 spaces. You can plant trees. It might be 3. Let me look. Contrasting colors on one side and color that looks good on the other. For example, black and white. Are we talking about paths or? So let's pop down here. You got the DIY from the golden toilet from a bottle. Nice. This is not where I meant to go. So, Elvis's house is a good example of if you're going to leave space between a hill and a house, what you can do. If you leave 3 spaces, you can plant trees. Short of that, there's not a whole lot you can do behind a house if you leave room behind it. Less than 3. I will say that having a space like this wasn't something I enjoyed because it's even 3 squares is still so small. I was able to plant these trees, and I'm like, I don't even really love those trees there, you know? I wouldn't mind, actually, if the mountain had come all the way out to Elvis's house, and then there was something cool above it. So, then again, when I look at it from the front, it feels like it stands on its own. And when I look at it from the side, coming up this path. Lots of things to think about. Welcome to Overthinking Animal Crossing. The other problem is if I want to leave 3 spaces behind this house, that would be... No, I would need that. This is 2. I can't get this right at all. So that's 2 spaces behind the house. Let's say we want to plant the trees behind the houses. Let's just make the mountain pretending I want 3 spaces behind all the houses. So we're going to plant trees behind them. That's what we're totally going to do in this theoretical situation. So let's pull the mountain out only this far and see how much room we're left with up top when we go to actually put plots down. Because that's going to be the issue. You love the snapping turtle? Snapping turtle is really cool. I don't think a theme is necessary. I find it too restrictive. Yeah, I'm not dedicating myself to a theme because of that. I think with the way I am, I couldn't do cottagecore or you know, some of those more intricate themes because they kind of call for a level of disarray that I don't know if I'm capable of doing. Comfortably anyway. I'm sure I could do it if I wanted to, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if I'm comfortable living on an island like that. As much as I love visiting cottagecore islands, they're so nice looking. I just don't know if I want to like create that kind of island for myself. I like open spaces. And I'll be perfectly honest with you guys too. One of the reasons I'm doing this now instead of waiting for like the summer like I planned is because on parts of my island where they're more cluttered, I am starting to notice light bits of lag, especially when the system's in handheld mode. And I don't like that. And if you spread things out a little bit more and don't put as much stuff, you know, down, like cottagecore would require, then you can kind of alleviate some of that lag. My favorite item? I don't know. I honestly don't know. What's your favorite item, Sweepy? That said, I do have a tendency to over-decorate anyway, so we'll see if my lag problems actually do go away, but spreading the houses out like I am, I think will help. Because I'm going to decorate, but I'm not going to, like, I don't think I'm going to go too crazy. We'll see. I'll eat my words. Like, I'm willing to turn on myself and go, nope, I'm decorating these yards. I'm filling up every tile on this whole island with something. It's happening. Pink Pop, will see you later. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. You're building a lake to help with that since you like clutter? Now this was just someone spouting off on the internet, but when I was looking up lag issues, somebody said that lakes and rivers actually contribute to lag because of the water. But I don't know if that's true. I didn't have problems around my lake. I'm having problems around the front part of my island where Nooks is, and I have all that stuff. And my cafe. And they're very light problems. I've seen worse, you know. I can tolerate them for now, but if I put many more things out there... Like when I decorated for Bunny Day, it was getting kind of hard to walk around over there, which was a bit scary. I didn't love that. Alright, so if we do 3 spaces... Dang it. If we do 3 spaces between the houses... and the hill, I still want a staircase that juts out a little bit, like this. So we would probably bring it, just do the exact same thing we did for the entrance of this neighborhood, right here. So it was 3 out, and then boom, just like this. 1, 2, no, it did not look like this. Wait a minute, hold on, let's go check it out. How did that work? This is 3 spaces. Or is it? Is it? Yes. Yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, yeah, that's 3 spaces. I think people are making friends in the chat. Same with using more in-game paths and custom paths. Yeah. The more water you have, the less lag you have. Interesting. Yeah, this was like I said, someone spouting off saying water creates lag issues. I thought that was kind of interesting. If I make the hill here, then I can taper the mountain off in the same way we did before. Or maybe it just doesn't jut out as far. I think Tom Nook will still let me place a house here with a hill here. But now, okay. Now this leaves such an awkward amount of room between the house and the cliff. Because we have this whole, like, what do we do? Trees? I guess trees. Just 2 or 3 right here. I don't know. You're new to the channel and sending positive vibes. Derby Bagel, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. What am I making? I'm making a neighborhood. I'm making a tiered neighborhood, sort of. I haven't even checked out the top part of this yet to see how much room we're even going to have to put the last couple of plots. And that's not a lot. Now, if there were anywhere I'd want to put trees behind houses, it's the top layer, right? Because otherwise you're just looking off of a cliff into the ocean. And I always get this weird vertigo sensation when I see the horizon end so abruptly like this. So I do want trees behind these houses, and I've given myself not a whole lot of room to create both paths and then houses with yards similar to the size we have down here. So I think I have no choice but to extend this cliff that I'm standing on outward. And that'll only get me... I don't even know if that'll solve the problem. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't think that'll do anything with the problem I'm outlining right now. So let's see, the staircase ends here, which means the path would start here. We want to walk it to the end. Cute little sitting area. Yeah, I would be willing to do that. That'd be nice. So it would stop about right there. Maybe there'll be a couple of trees or something and a bench. So, how much room do I have if I put the path... I want to leave 2 spaces. This is 2 spaces. So here's the staircase, and then 2 extra spaces. I want the path to be, dang it, 2 wide from here, okay? Oh boy, this is going to be so close. This is probably not going to work. No, because we're already looking at 3 spaces. We can't even put a full plot here. Okay. Right. I've read about waterfalls, but a programming standpoint doesn't make sense because they're not dynamically rendered or anything. It's just animated texture. Big lag items are stuff like the garden wagon or other plants because they're high poly models with dynamic animation, like blowing wind. Yeah, I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. Somebody in this chat once actually said, like, if you go to like cafes and stuff, they can be pretty laggy because people put a lot of like intricate things, like little teacups and things like that, and that's a lot for the game to render. So this design, I'm changing this design a little bit. So we are gonna have to pull the cliff out to give us enough room for to make all our dreams come true. We got a lot of dreams. I got a lot of dreams to make come true. So we're going to extend the mountain out. The house is going to rest right up against these mountains, but at least they're going to have sweet yards. So there's probably not a lot to be upset about if you're these villagers living up here. The nicest yards I've ever given my villagers. Even with mountains that push up against their back door. Who's the peninsula? Is it? Uh-oh. So much for my path to the lighthouse. I guess. Well, I guess this path could wind up. I don't know. Let's not think about that. My tiered neighborhood is not turning out the way I hoped it would. Sort of wanted my town to be like Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob, considering the town name is Shell City, but I'm stumped. I think there's people who've actually made SpongeBob-inspired towns. I would do some Googling, see if some folks on Reddit or somewhere have shared that, because I do think people have tried to make Bikini Bottom like themed islands and stuff. With my island, I had great plans, but it went from town planning to town compromising. That's what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing, is constantly having to stop and compromise my next move. Like, okay, well, wait a minute. I can't do that, so what can I do to make this work? I don't know why I'm trying to make this symmetrical, like perfectly symmetrical right now. This hill should honestly keep going. And it probably will. So this plaza would end. You know, this is starting to look kind of cozy. So imagine it. You walk up. There's a little plaza here. There's some flowers and whatever we put around the fountain area, lights, whatever. And then you have a house here. You got a little yard. Blah, blah, blah. You got a house here with a little yard and stuff. You come over here. You got to wait a minute. So their yard would be here. Okay. Yeah, good. That makes sense. And then up here would be two more houses with more stuff. Right? Trees and more decorations and things like that. Been making a walled-off hallway leading up to the museum, but I'm stumped on what to put leading up to it. Waterfalls, trees, fountain. Any suggestions? I could show you my museum entrance, which is now going to change, but I was in the exact same position you are in terms of, like, what the heck do I put around this thing? I can get over here now. Oh, I can't. We're here, but this Stonehenge thing is in the way. I don't want to pick it up because I'm not ready to decorate over here yet. Here, let me just create a little dwarf for myself. Okay. So this is what I did. I did waterfalls in the middle. So I have 4 staircases going up to it. And a lot of the Celeste items. And then in front of the museum, I just didn't know what to do. I never really settled on what to do over here. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. So do this, but better is my suggestion. So Dream Island, where they displayed art leading up to the museum. See, that could be pretty cool. I'm basing mine off yours. Your museum just kind of inspired me. Okay, there you go. So yeah, do what I did, but don't make the same mistakes. I think I made mine like a little too big. That was my mistake, I think. All right, so here's what I'm thinking now that we've extended this cliff outward. I think the staircase is going to have to be tucked in a little bit less. me see if I can make this work without compromising too much of the yard fence space here that I want for these guys. I don't really necessarily want these houses being hugged by cliffs. But then again, I'm not sure what to do. So this would leave the staircase sticking out a little bit. I don't love that. Ugh. All right, hold on. So let's... Lorenzo's back. I'm thinking trees, since I only put 5 total trees on my island, and I've planted 1 sapling a year. I'm going to do the fishing tournament tomorrow. I just want to see, since it's a new year, I want to see if they added any items. I'm not holding out much hope, though. So this bought me 1 square. All that effort bought me 1 square. Shoot, that's not good. So I'm gonna need to really just, since I need the room, tighten up this design a little bit. Now, I want you guys to forgive me if I start doing work on this off camera throughout the week. There's a chance that'll happen because I do play this game not only to stream but for fun. So, because it's getting late, I'm looking at the time going, I don't know what I'm going to finish tonight. Animal Crossing New Compromises. Oh, I know. So, hold on. So, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to do the same measurement we did down there, where I want space, space, space. And then, can we do 4 tile? We can't. It's still only, yeah, no, that doesn't work. No. Okay. I know there's room up here for these houses. I know there is. Like, there's tons of room. Thank you, Cat 2. We'll see you later. Oh, this is killing me. Maybe they don't get good yards up here? I mean, they could get really sweet front yards that extend over to here. It's not like I'll leave them with nothing. You're gonna have to make your own SpongeBob stuff? Well, best of luck. I thought I saw someone. Maybe, I mean, maybe it was only one person ever, which wouldn't exactly be super easy to find. I keep backing up. I'm trying to go forward. Path, stop. You're torturing me. My solution to this in the past has always been to place the houses like right on top of the paths. So the front, so it would actually only be 3 instead of 4, because the 4th tile of the house would actually be right here where I'm standing, and that puts the front door stair kind of on a lip sitting on top of this path. So this is like what I've been trying not to do, but I'm so out of space right now. That's 2, 3, 4, that I'm worried that this is like what it's come to, except now this is too close to that side. Okay, I gotta move it out one more. We got the room, we can do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and that would be the house. So this is the 4th tile, and that leaves us with 2 spaces. To still put a fence around it, if we want to. I kind of do. And we have plenty of room over here if we want to do side yards for them, but they would be... Yeah, we would need to do more terraforming, obviously. So while I don't love that, I actually don't hate it either. Because I'm already used to putting houses this close to the path, the main road that people walk on. Really, this would be... There's nothing else up here but these 2 houses. So this would be a personal walkway, if you think about it. And then we can use it in that way and put, like, little front yards. This is where... Like, I'm the kind of player, this is why I don't dedicate a theme to the whole island, because different areas have different themes. And what I might actually do is this staircase, we might transition from terracotta pathing to dirt, and then we make a couple of homes up here that are kind of like, because they're so high up, they're in the mountains, quote unquote. And then you put cedar trees up here, and you put, you know, a lot of like campfires and stuff like that. So... There's a good likelihood that we end up doing that up here. And I think that could look pretty cool. In fact, I kind of just want to roll with that. But I would need to change the dirt that we outlined the house with, so I can tell them apart. Lauren, how's it going? I do remember you. Welcome back. Crispy Coop's going to take a shower real quick. Cool. You love the mountain/alpine idea? Yeah, I did that when I first got on the island, and I'm like, ooh, I have terraforming tools and I can decorate. What am I going to do? That's what I actually ended up doing was one side of my island had like some mountains, and so without terraforming a whole lot, I just kind of used them. I put Zucker's house up there and a few others, and they were like in the mountains. So as you got higher up in the town, it started to change and look different. And now that I have more experience terraforming, I think it'll turn out even better if I go that route this time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm putting dirt up here to remind myself that, hey, I think I want to do that again. I think that'd be really nice looking. Le Weirdo says the stream is calming. I appreciate that. I just realized your island name is Cat Butte. That's wonderful. It's a good name. Will you build something on the 4th floor to access it? You only need to build it to access it. You only need to build it and a flower. Yeah, I don't want to. Just in case Nintendo decides, hey, no more of this 4th floor glitch nonsense. I don't want to put anything up there only to never be able to change it again. So I'm not going to. I may put a 4th floor behind these houses just to give them that final mountainy touch instead of trees, since I don't have enough room to plant trees now. But I don't want to do, yeah, I don't want to do like any kind of glitches or anything like that. The first Animal Crossing I played was on the GameCube. It was I don't want to say the original, because there was actually one in Japan for the N64 before that, but around the same time, I think. I just realized that I don't think I can put 2 layers of 4th floor up here now that I think about it, right? Because... So I can't even do the 4th floor because it'll only be 1 wide, and I hate that. Oh no. What am I going to do? Oh boy. I don't like how close the houses are to the edge here. I'm starting to get anxiety about it. Okay. This is gonna mess everything up, but you have to do it before you start moving houses. I'm going to make the very difficult decision to extend the staircase out 1 more tile, which will pull everything up there down 1. It will mean the staircase juts out a little bit. But because we're getting into the more mountainy, quote, natural side of town, maybe that's okay. Maybe it just kind of, it's just like the theme change I was talking about. It's part of the theme change is that things happen with design and construction, and what are you going to do? Layered, simple panel time, or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go this route because it gives me more flexibility. I could put trees or mountains back there, and then I'll feel whole again. We need to use the grass one because otherwise it's going to take forever. This isn't... Oops. This isn't so bad, this change I'm making. You made a Splatoon area. That's cool. All right, pop over here. Get rid of these. Now, I'm in a position where the only thing that's happening on my island tomorrow is a bridge is getting demolished. So, in theory, I could actually go ahead and move a house tonight if I wanted to. I'm just not sure I want to yet. But maybe. Maybe tonight, when I can't sleep, I'm laying in bed, I'll pick up the Switch. You know, I was kind of walk around a little bit and decide if I'm happy with the way this looks. But knowing me, I'd rather sleep on it, you know, wake up tomorrow, check this place out again, see if I even like it. Who knows, if I stream tomorrow, maybe you find me here tearing all this up and starting over yet again. The roller in Splatoon. Yeah, so Nintendo makes a game like Splatoon with that cool roller, and we're sitting here making paths like a bunch of chumps with this one tile at a time nonsense. We haven't seen a balloon in forever since I've been up here. It's kind of a shame. Anyway, once again, the houses will sit just like that. I want to make them look complete, just to, you know, complete the look, right? So these houses will sit on top of the path, essentially. And I think this looks pretty good. So we've now allowed ourselves to have 3 tiles behind the houses, giving me the flexibility I need to put either a cliff that's too wide, like 2 tiles wide, or some trees or something. So we can kind of, you know, get this horizon to not look so dangerous. It looks like I'm just going to fall off into the ocean and hit my head on the rocks. And, you know, I don't want that. So I like this. I think it's cool. Do you think if I cover my entire island except for one spot with a path, a rock will spawn there? Yes. You're going to do it this weekend? All for a stupid rock which possesses money in it? Yeah. If you cover your island, look at some guides. A lot of people use mannequins because you can just get rid of them in like one click, which is awesome. And I always advise that people finish the rest of their islands before making their rock garden so that you have a lot of stuff on the ground already. And that way you don't have to put down as many mannequins or designs or whatever you choose to use for that project. Okay, so with my tiered neighborhood kind of planned out, I'm feeling okay about it. We have 4 plots spaced out up there with 2 additional plots. No, sorry. We have 4 plots right here with 1 additional plot over to the left here. And then the path would continue into some other area of town. I don't know what yet, but something. And James is leaving. See you later, James. So, yeah. I dig this. I think this is going to be cool. I don't know if the fountain's even going to stay here, by the way. I thought in my head, yeah, cool fountain plaza thing. Neat. Looking at it again, it might not. It might be just path with benches and stuff. The other thing, this is kind of interesting. The other thing that this design is allowing for is the opportunity to extend the cliff over here out even more, and then potentially put another staircase up to this area, right? So we've already talked about filling in more of the secret beach area. We would open it up somewhere else, but we'd fill in a lot more here so we can put some mountains, I think, behind this house. But yeah, we might actually be able to get even more plots up here when I do that. One of the very first things you did in Animal Crossing to make a rock garden, it was in the perfect spot. About a year later, it actually was easier when you started, since the lack of items to dodge. Okay, I see what you're saying. Interesting. A forest or a park would be nice on the left area, or maybe a shopping district. That would be cool too. Yeah, it doesn't have to be houses, right? Honestly, even if it's just a mountain right here and some waterfalls or something, anything to make this area look really cool. Like that's what I'm going for. When you walk up into the neighborhood, it's just this really cool happening spot with a lot of stuff going on, you know? Whether it's a fountain or benches or whatever. The fountain, I'm liking the fountain less and less as we go, honestly. But we'll see. No, Bigger Steve, that was a cool insight. The entrance to your new neighborhood looks like the Able Sisters will look good at Nook's Cranny. That's a little far for Nook's Cranny. I like Nook's Cranny being close to the front of town, but I do like your thoughts there on Able Sisters because they don't necessarily need to be right at the front. So who knows? I know that I'm not going to make the decision right now because I'm getting to that point in the day where I've made a lot of creative decisions all at once, and I need to kind of sleep on the ones I've made before I continue. Otherwise, I'm going to start making more compromises. You know, it's also, I don't want to say a problem, but something we need to keep in mind is part of this design, I really wanted additional paths going up to this neighborhood. I didn't want this entrance to be the only one. And now that we have an idea of where the next neighborhood is going to go, or next side of the neighborhood, now I'm thinking, okay, cool, we should plan out this staircase. And we got some flowers in the way here. So now the path method is a little faster cleanup, but afterwards it's going to be a chore. If you use mannequins, you can use a blank design. Like, do you know the mannequin method? Do you need me to show you? I'm happy to do that because it only takes a sec. But basically, you place down a mannequin, and what you do is you overwrite the design, and the mannequin, every mannequin with that design disappears. All right, so let's see. Crispy is back. Welcome back. You're not fond of the method? Okay, no problem. Do you have any villagers that you're trying to get or content with your roster now? Yeah, no one I'm trying to get. I would like some to leave just to see some new faces, but I don't know who I want to have leave, so I guess I could say, yeah, I'm pretty content with my current roster of villagers. Okay, so here's what's happening right now. This is actually really cool. So imagine a staircase right... Oops. I needed my terraforming shovel. Imagine a staircase right here. Basically just like the one we made on the left side there, okay? But I'm putting that there to let you know, look how much space is in between these potentially two staircases. That's really cool. Because that allows me to do something really awesome in the middle of this entryway. So I'm getting kind of excited about that opportunity. I like that it changes it so you won't have to go back and fix it. Yeah, I dropped all the coins all over the place to show how rich I am. Do you have a place... Do you have to place just a bunch of mannequins on open spaces? Yeah, the mannequins... So, I'll show you real quick, because I'm decompressing after all this building anyway. So let's say you want the rock... Well, this is a bad way to show it. Here, let me just make a mannequin real quick. So you find a design that you're willing to part with. So I have this design right here, right? So, display here, mannequin. Okay. Now, a rock cannot spawn where the mannequin is, or it cannot spawn on the 8 spaces around it. Because a rock needs 8 clear spaces, right? So just imagine there's 8 here. I'm only digging 4. So I've just protected this entire area from a rock spawning. So that means my next mannequin doesn't need to go here. It actually needs to go right here. Because the next mannequin would save the 8 spaces around it. Right? So the other thing to note is that the rocks can't spawn on paths. So if you already have paths down, that's a whole bunch of mannequins you don't have to place right there. They can, however, spawn right next to paths because this is technically a clear space. So you would still need mannequins potentially alongside some paths. But anyway, the way I did it is I put these mannequins, I didn't count them out like I just showed you. I'm just showing you the bare minimum here of like how much space they need. I just spammed them on all the empty space in my island because I had so much crap on my island. It only had a few sections I had to do that with. I only failed one rock spawn. I fixed that spot because it landed right next to a path, which I wasn't expecting. And then I fixed it, and then all my rocks went where they needed to go after that. And anyway, so let's say you have 100 mannequins on your island. Now you go in here, you click on the design you chose for your mannequins, and you go change design, hit the start button, design pattern, boom. And we come back, the mannequins are gone because you've saved a new design over them. So all the mannequins disappear in one click, or maybe 2 or 3 clicks. But that's the mannequin method. It's very tedious still. There's really no good way to do the rock garden without it being tedious. But it works. It worked for me. And again, I'm an advocate for doing it later when you don't have to put down as many mannequins. Like in front of my house, I would probably only need a mannequin like right here. Because I have all these paths and I have all this stuff, So you come to a section of your island, you only have to put down a couple mannequins, then you walk the path, move along. No rock can spawn here because I got stalls and I got paths, move along over here. Well, there's a tree here, can't spawn there. Oh, we got a fire pit and chairs here, can't spawn here, can't spawn here. Okay, keep going. I was able to have a rock spawn like right here because, well, no, I think the flowers saved it. Where was it? I've changed this yard since, actually. I didn't have this little fountain area here, so a rock spawned somewhere in there. I threw some mannequins down and carried on. I had a rock spawn here, too, so I guess I had 2 mistakes, because I had to put a mannequin here, too. I'm just remembering now. So anyway, it's tedious, but if you've already gone ahead and decorated a lot of your island, it's actually not that bad. What kind of sorcery is this? Do you have any villager drama on your island? I used to when I had 2 cranky villagers. I've had a little bit. I have 2 crankies. I have a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as New Leaf. There's a lot more drama in New Leaf. super tedious. I worked my island a bit more. I wish I worked my island before doing the rock garden. My island was covered in mannequins. Yeah, it did make it kind of interesting to get around in certain spots, but it is the cost of the luxurious rock garden. So, going along with the symmetry here, by the way, I'm going to smash this. And I'm going to bring the hill out just like we did over here on this side. Riley, how's it going? Today was raining. After it was done, I rode my bike to a pond. I find it so soothing to sit on a bench in a pond and breathe in the air. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Is this how we did it on this side? No, that's weird. The mountain juts out way further on this side. Hold on. That's better. All right. Cool. We have some asymmetrical symmetry going on because... Oh boy, is this even? It doesn't look even, but I think it is. Let me get my camera out. You can do like top down. Oh, not filters, whatever. Yeah, that's lined up. Okay. So the reason I say asymmetry, symmetry, because this road we know is lined up and perfectly centered with resident services south of us. But this additional road that I've made is certainly not. It's just off to the side. So if I were to be really crazy about being symmetrical with everything, I would put another entrance opposite of the one we just made. Somewhere. I would have to count it out, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. That just feels like it's going to cause a lot of problems. Ugh. But I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. Because that's what I'm thinking of doing now. But to be fair, we will need an additional way up here because I'm not going to stop at this neighborhood. There's going to be more stuff up here. So... yeah. That's what we're thinking. 1 second. All right. Do you know any flowers that'll go good with coral fence? I think blue roses, but I'll need to spawn some. Yeah, any blue flower would probably look pretty good. All right, now I've got to count it out. How many spaces between the things? How many spaces is this? 1, it looks like 4. 2, yeah, this is 4. Okay, well, we can do this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. As soon as you commit to making symmetrical things, everything is ruined. Everything's ruined. You have to fully commit to symmetry, and then it all falls apart. I know, cherry blossom season should be all year. I agree. I need 2 more pumpkins. I don't know why I stopped. I knew I needed 5. Oh, when does it end? I thought you said why does it have to end? Sorry. I'm seeing what I want to see. Okay, so there's 4 spaces, and then there's 3 more until we get to the actual staircase, right? So I hope that's right. Yeah, I think it is 3 because this is 1, 2, 3, then the staircase, and then 1, 2, 3. Huh, okay. Oops. Did I do this right? This doesn't seem right. No, it is. Is it? Wait a minute. What? What is going on? How did I do this? How did I do this wrong? Oh, I know. We gotta dig inward to make this 3 wide. There we go. Yep. Okay. Whew. All right. We did it. 3 symmetrical entrances to a tiered neighborhood. My only issue now is that the path outside of resident services that I wasn't intending to move over now is off by an entire 2 spaces. Why? So is this one like that? What? No, wait a minute. This is literally... Yep, okay, it is. It is totally like that. What design pattern did I use for the wooden path? This one. I wish you could see the code by just scrolling over it, because I don't know where the code is. Well, hold on. Maybe it's in here. Maybe I favorited it. I haven't put everything under favorites. All right. What am I doing? Favorites. I think this person made it. Oh, no, this is the other ones. Oh, shoot. Mario? Yep, okay. It was Mario. So I'll let you take a screenshot. On the bottom left, you can see their designer code if you want this border. So, yeah, there you go. How do you make the cool? How to make that cool stuff? I mean, if you use the design tools, and I don't make stuff like this. I don't like the design tools because I'm not good at them. But yeah, hopefully you got that screenshot. Whew. Okay. Well, I have to figure out the entrances now because I didn't realize that I had just made these 2 spaces off from the path that already exists next to resident services. That really messes a lot of things up with the town. That said, I haven't fully decided if I want to keep this moat design I got going on. And if I got rid of it, that would allow me to squeeze the paths in exactly 2 tiles. So that's something for me to figure out tomorrow, I think. Because it's just it's numbing my brain right now. Let's go inside. Wow, we've reached 100 likes on the stream exactly. Dang, thanks everybody. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. We got a lot done. That was super cool. I do have Cat, yep. You guys want a house tour? I can end the night with a house tour, why not? Alright, sure. This is the main room. It's only been tweaked a little bit since I got the game. All the other rooms have changed significantly, but I've just kind of always liked the vibe in here. We'll go into the bathroom. It's a pretty standard bathroom. I should probably see if I have any fruit I need to get rid of. No, I don't. No problem, Moposts. Yeah, I need to sit down with this some more, and you know, it'll be nice to kind of like look at this with fresh eyes tomorrow. This is my kitchen. I like my kitchen. I think it's a lovely kitchen. I would cook in this kitchen. How often do I stream? 1 to 2 times a week, usually on the weekends. And what I haven't decided yet is if we're going to do one tomorrow. I will schedule that here on YouTube either late tonight or early morning tomorrow. And we'll probably start around the same time we did tonight, around 6:30 p.m. Eastern. This is my workroom. If I do stream tomorrow. Kitchen's divine. Thank you. The workroom's probably my favorite. The basement is basically nothing right now, so I'm not going to go down there. I've been using it as a staging area for videos, so you're not really missing anything. And then this is my bedroom, where I display villager photos. I love that we have these big wide rooms in the basement and the upstairs because it just gives you so much space to kind of play around with. So kind of a bedroom / a living room setup up here. So yeah. The latest discovery is your friend code does time travel on Sunday and buys your turnips. Is that if your friend does time travel on Sunday, buys turnips, and takes them to your island, the current day, he leaves or sells them. Close the game, they're still fresh. Oh, neat. Yeah, I don't do any time traveling stuff. Whew. So yeah, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. I am not committing to it yet, so just be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on notifications, things like that, and I will schedule that stream most likely in the morning tomorrow. And you guys will have, you know, a good amount of time to decide if you're going to be able to show up or not. And I'm going to keep working on the island. So regardless of when we stream next, I want to keep working on it though. And yeah, thanks everybody. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you either tomorrow, if not, just in videos throughout the week on the channel. So thank you so much. Stay safe. Have a good night. And we will catch you later.